I may not be right for you, but I'm right for somebody. Yeah, 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 yeah. I looking good, I feeling good, I real good, I real good. Yeah, 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 yeah. I looking good, I feeling good, I real good, I real good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Personally, don't take it too personally. They used to laugh at me personally. Now look at me, look at me, look at me. Them couldn't see my struggle. Them couldn't feel my pain. Them wasn't there when my heart did fight with my brain at night and again. Because I come from a housing scheme with a big dream, and a meal once always a million miles away. I couldn't have one every day. And every time that I feel into quit and just give it up, I used to go on my knees and beg and start to pray. Now it's safe to say, me not gonna make them kill me. I ain't gonna dance in the face like that. I'm whining my waist like that. See me not gonna make them kill me. I dance in the face like that. I'm whining my waist like that. Oh, it's a blessing, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing, it's a blessing, yes, it's the best thing. I may not be right for you, but I'm right for somebody. It's a blessing, it's a blessing, it's a blessing, yes, it's the best thing. I may not be right for you, but I'm right for somebody. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm real good, I'm real good. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm real good, I'm real good. You need to know that I get it when I want, when I want it badly. I mean, I go front. Me had no social life, had no time for no party. See shoes on my foot, man, I slave for that. Clothes on my back, me win brave for that. To better myself, man, I gave to that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I come from a housing scheme with a big dream, and a meal once always a million miles away. I couldn't have one every day. And every time that I feel into quit and just give it up, I used to go on my knees and beg and start to pray. Now it's safe to say, me not gonna make them kill me. I ain't gonna dance in the face like that. I'm whining my waist like that. See me not gonna make them kill me. Dance in the face like that. I'm whining my waist like that. Oh, it's a blessing, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing, it's a blessing, yes, it's the best thing. I may not be right for you, but I'm right for somebody. It's a blessing, it's a blessing, it's a blessing, yes, it's the best thing. I may not be right for you, but I'm right for somebody. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm real good, I'm real good. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm real good, I'm real good.
Let me know. No set a long talking where you for. Wine to the ground, y'all drop to the floor. Oh yo, well if you're ready, let we go. Start up the countdown, time for the show. If that is where you want, take one for the road. No about taking anything now. Don't take it personal. Don't make it personal. I hope you understand. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Just get to work, my girl. Don't make it personal. Oh, you action, thunder. The way you move your body make me wonder. Show me that you wanna take it all the way. Oh yeah, don't play, run that. You know me see you do it like you mean it. We don't even have to catch feeling. Everybody need a little company. Sometimes we just gotta keep it on the down low. Love it when you move it in slow-mo. Why you playing shy, girl? Come to me. So if you're ready, let we go. No set a long talking where for. Wine to the ground, y'all drop to the floor. Woyo. Well, if you're ready, let we go. Start up the countdown, time for the show. If that's where you want, take one for the road. No overthinking anything now. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Don't make it personal. I hope you understand. Don't take.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
All I remember when it says Choppy came out on stage and then he dropped the literal best drill version of Captain.
Hey, Choppy.
My girl is sweet like pineapple, is sweet like thunder.
All I remember when what's she name? From O.U.R show. Allison. Is Allison?
Yes.
All I remember when I wind up on Allison.
So the vibe will be from the Jamettes crew basically. That's a port crew. The flag woman.
Seeing the response from the crowd, because normally you play rock and everybody be like, what is that? But the response from the crowd was amazing.
Bring Kute.
Yeah. I swear living a pretending. Yeah.
Memories don't live like people do, they say, but I sure me and my TTNL crew, we don't have much memories from last year. My phone had a lot of pictures, some of them were of me.
All I remember when Jamettes take the stage, boy, I personally just look at this team like the chemistry just unbelievable with these three women, boy.
Just being on stage with Nyla Blackman and Michael Teja, they had this special dance.
Already think free $3.99. I'll be there.
You're going to get sweaty, so draw on your eyebrows so that when you reach the event, you get sweaty and wind up yourself and rub it to hell off.
Saturday, June 17th at Soundforge, O.U.R Radio's 2nd year anniversary party. And this time we're doing it bigger.
You're gonna get a mix of everything, so get listed right now. It's free if you're listed.
Change your rough and then all that slow. Ball in it so the car grows up. Step on the floor.
Encore.
One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and get it. Get a youth them a dream. Everybody want more money, but enough of them not go work hard for it. Me a talk about star money. House and land and car money. Them just a look for your pocket for the bar money. When you a look another wrongs, them a take off running. Them wish them coulda take the little me have half of me. Can't stop me cause them never really seen the start of me. The part of me, inside of the heart of me. The spark in me, to be what I want to be. Pain and sufferation a part of me. A masterpiece cause it's all hard to me. You see me Yankee keep the haters off of me. And we not roll marijuana and a quarter leaf. Now sell my soul, not the money, not the world that a boy coulda offer me. One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams.
Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. It's your island girls. It's like my slogan now. I love right, guys, of course, welcome to Island Girl Talk. We're your hosts. I'm Crystal Kane.
I am Nicole. My friends call me Lick.
Ooh,
say that again.
Lickety licks.
And a lickety split.
Lickety split. And of course, the lovely Camber Joe. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Guys, welcome to another episode of Island Girl Talk. We are so excited to be here today. So much things tinging. So much things going on. You know? How are you, ladies?
I am well.
I am boosting at this season.
I know you are. I know you are.
Okay, so I have to. I was telling Lix and Chris, you know, today is the 6th episode that I've been on, but it feels like the first episode. Welcome, Nicole.
Welcome, Nicole.
Welcome. Listen,
guys, and we know you're seeing a new face. It is Licole with an L as in love, right? Not Nicole, but Licole. And Licks for short.
Yes, she Licole, but she
right?
She
Licole, but I love that, you know.
Yeah, so I'm really well. I rested finally. This Hardust is back, but you know, no meds today, so hopefully we could keep it together. And I think burnout was real these past couple of weeks for me. So if I'm being honest, I needed to sleep, and I did.
Yeah, because we always
hear
go
that.
in, right?
What about you, Lex?
Yeah, same. I just needed to get some rest this weekend. I did nothing. It rained.
Looks like a lot of people did that.
Yep.
It's true. You two, you
even
had a
us, we were
quiet.
supposed to meet up.
Yes.
And it's like, nope, not in this
We're not
train.
leaving.
No.
We're not leaving the house.
Not
We're not leave. Oh gosh.
What is wrong?
We start. What? So Nicole, every time Kemba breaks out in song, you are now tasked with the responsibility to do this.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you could use a
Right?
pen. You could use
Katie.
an ode to Katie.
Right?
That's
Okay.
right.
Yes, ode to Katie.
It happened early today, 6:12.
Yes.
Is a new record?
It's a new record.
Okay.
It's a new record.
Early in the show.
Yes,
right?
of course. We're just really happy that you're here. So don't forget to like, don't forget to share. We're talking the things. Oh, I didn't finish why I was so excited. I got distracted.
Yes.
Our guest today, listen, Chris, I'm waiting for when she walks through that door and you just feel her magic. That's all I'll say.
Now, guys, know that on Island Girl Talk, we don't only interview, you know, the popular celebrities and that kind of thing. We like to highlight any woman that is doing a good in the community. Wonderful things in the community. You know what I mean? And she's fantastic. She's doing a lot of outreach stuff. She's just really great, and you all need to know about her.
She's creating opportunity for people.
Indeed.
For women, for girls, for boys, for
really
people.
Can't wait for you all to hear the story.
So that's how I go in. I roll good.
But finally, ask me how my week was.
Oh, sorry.
So boys,
we talk about the weekend.
Out, boys.
We talk about the weekend.
Oh, actually, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But how was your week?
I did nothing.
You lie.
I rested. Like most of Trinidad, I rested.
Rested and reflected.
Much needed. Rested at what?
OWTU rested.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, but here's what else is up. Here's how we are going. We are going on to our 2nd anniversary. Yes, because of course we know that last year's celebration was it. But do you remember last year's celebration? Well, O.U.R radio.fm is doing it again, and we're inviting you to come celebrate our 2nd year anniversary. It's happening on the 17th of June. That is in a couple of Saturday's time, and it's taking place down at Sound Forge. How much does this thing cost, Anolia?
Free.
It costs $3.99. All you need to do is get listed. How do you get listed? Well, send us a WhatsApp 466-4OUR. That's 466-4687, or send an email party at OURradio.fm. Just like last year, of course, admission is free before midnight, 12 midnight once listed. And we're going to get ready because Jarrell and the Jamettes are in charge of this one. I'm still a little bit afraid.
So you know it's going down.
If you've not yet been paying attention on the social media promos on OUR's Instagram page, I'm afraid, right? Because that's all I had to say. But you're in for a treat. We are all in for a treat. We've got live performances, y'all. Nigel Rojas, Gus, Marge Blackman, and so many more. Just Liz.
Just Liz.
She's confirmed as well.
She excited,
so many different, I know, I could tell. So many different acts to come. So keep it locked because we are announcing artists just about every week. And there's info, including on today's show, how you can win special giveaways and more. So come celebrate OUR's second year anniversary, Saturday the 17th of June rather, today is the 7th, at Soundforge. This event is powered by Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, and Rude Boy. Come on, Rude Boy, can you get it up? Drink Rude.
Hey, like let me do it again. Hey. Speaking of giveaways, though, we have a couple giveaways today, y'all. Incentive. Y'all need to get listed. It is free. This is the thing with Trinis. They want free time, but they don't want to just take the extra step to get in free. Oh gosh,
I was now going to say, hey, we're doing this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, you already having a thing?
Correct.
Indeed.
There we go. And we'll still be allowing you to list. But if you list early, it has thing to win.
Exactly. So, speaking of giveaways, today we're going to be giving away a 6-pack of Caribbean in a lovely eaglery bag and 1 sample eaglery, courtesy Carib Brewery. Yeah?
Love that.
Big up Carib Brewery, right?
Correct.
The brewery family, all of that jazz. So all you have to do, guys, is message 4664 O.U.R. or 466-4687, 466-4687. Send us a WhatsApp with your name and a list of whomever you would like to bring.
Whoever your team is.
Whomever. And you're going to get that 6-pack of Caribbean. Actually, let me show you.
Look, shove it right there.
Right here in the little tote bag.
Ooh.
Right?
Thanks.
I like that
You can
bag.
carry this back to the beach.
Yes.
I like that bag.
Yeah,
I like it. I like that bag. I
That
can't
could be
wait.
a little juve bag.
I can send a WhatsApp and get listed.
No.
Okay.
We will get one. Right? So feel free. And also, we will be giving away dinner voucher to Deckies. All right? So, yeah. One more you want. Deckies on 1 Woodbrook Place. All right? All you got to do is list yourself. So, we're going to be looking out on the radio station phone. And whoever is first to list and register with us, you're going to get a little some.
Correct.
Right?
But one more piece, of course. You can't just win the thing and come and say, I'll come and to collect tomorrow. We need you to
Well,
show
actually, they could get the Caribbean before. Because
Caribbean before.
Iman is not toting Caribbean to the anniversary party.
But
So
the
y'all,
Deckies, but you had to come down there for the
you had to
Deckies.
come for your Deckies
Just
voucher.
clarified. Just making
You
sure.
dig? Indeed. Let's see what they're saying in the chat now, Kems. Just a
Okay.
couple.
Of course.
We have Dion's thoughts and feelings. Dion, who I'm always mistaken for a girl.
My Dion.
Dion, this time I know you as a man.
My sugar. How are you?
He says, look a new face.
And she nice, eh?
Welcome to the
God.
Island Girl Talk and big up the ever expanding IGT team. Listen, so here what? Full disclosure, y'all get used to this look. This is the new face.
The team
of Island Girl Talk. Get into it, get used to it. But we will be rotating a couple phases. We have a few fill-ins. So, when someone gets ill, like we did in season 1, if someone is ill, someone's on vacation, someone can't make it, we will have rotating faces. Yeah. Because we do want and like to hear from women of, different walks of life. And so today is well suited to these two beautiful ladies because we're talking about childbirth. That's the topic of the day.
Yes,
and you have two mummies right here.
Hold on, we
Right?
don't look like it.
No, we don't.
No.
We don't.
But today I'm gonna be taking some notes.
We're also not going to tell them how old
We're going to
Sharon.
get in so
We're not
that they
saying
can
how
get
old,
all the tips.
how old is Sharon is something. We ain't saying that.
No,
No,
we ain't saying
we're not
that.
doing no.
Oh, Lord.
We ain't saying
Remember,
that.
you could still say it.
No,
over me.
no, I'm not saying it.
Okay.
All right. So here what? We're gonna get right into it, right? And with that, we commence our topic of today. She gets on the first Kindreds, boy. Kindreds. Guys, we're going to be talking about childbirth. Long overdue topic here on Island Girl Talk. This is a woman show. We should have been talking about this a long time.
That's all right.
But nothing before it's time. You dig?
Everything
Like I was waiting for you. So,
We is here.
this is how it's going to go. These ladies here are gonna give their own opinions and their own experiences about what they had been through during childbirth. We want to hear from all the moms in the chat room and in the chat live. We want to hear from the moms to be, and this is going to be a learning experience for anybody thinking to become a mom. Ladies, I will be taking my notes.
I want to plug though, and I was thinking about this as getting ready for the show today. This is important for the guys too.
Oh,
Guys,
yes.
don't tune out.
Yes.
Don't lock in.
Well said, Hems.
Talking about women.
Yeah.
I think that it's powerful, right, for you to be educated, for you to understand.
Girl, speak the thing.
So
Yeah,
as
yeah,
you
Kimber.
decide, or as you say, nah, that's not for me, and you confirm it, right? Just know that the perspectives that we're going to be sharing is real stuff, but we think that it's real important for y'all to know and understand and appreciate what we go through. So I can't forget my fellas. I can't forget Dion. Dion is be here front and center every week.
Bring my pen to take some notes and write down something. Because girl, I've been hearing some stories.
Oh gosh.
I've been hearing all the stories.
Well, the first thing is the stories don't really prepare you, honestly, you know.
Correct.
It's just be whatever is your experience, if we're being real honest.
Cease to be shocked and just scared shitless by the stories that I hear from women and from women too with 5 and 4 and 5 children. It's like, okay, it's so bad and you have 4.
Yeah.
So,
you know,
and we'll talk about that, right? Structure the things, because then we'll be here till midnight,
right?
And then when the guests reach, you gotta chime in too. But anyway, you want to find out what? Everything from start to finish?
I want to know. So, of course, guys, we're not doctors here. This is from just the woman's point of view, which is why we want to hear from you all as well. And, of course, the ladies on the panel will chime in with their own experiences. Yeah. But I want us to take the audience through the stages of childbirth. Like, even from before. Like, what is it? Braxton Hicks.
Right.
Even before that. Like, briefly, a little bit about the trimesters leading up to the birth and the stages of the birth. I want to just today's the day. Today's the day to hear it all.
I feel like I could start because I don't
feel
have
like you could start. I feel like you could start.
Like even talking about it hurts and all.
I always know, but I always tell people I have 2 children. And pregnancy is always very easy for me.
Right.
So it's not a problem until we reach labor. Labor is the problem.
Labor is good,
Pregnancy,
pun intended.
So you didn't have morning sickness or anything like that? Oh, you're lucky.
Nothing like that. Easy breezy. But
beautiful couple girls.
Yeah.
The same for me. I was the magical pregnancy unicorn. I had a little bit of nausea in the very, 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 very early days. I had a bit of a scare at one point, and my doc had put me on some bed rest for like a week, and then I was fine. And then just moving through the trimesters, I dubbed myself the magical pregnancy unicorn. I felt like it was just, for those of you that would have known and seen me when I was pregnant, I don't think you would.
I did not see it.
I was basically a womb that swallowed a watermelon.
Oh dear, no, that was not
you
me.
could not. So people used to joke from I would always get these.
I can picture it.
Yes. I was, because I didn't feel as though I had put on an unnecessary or scary amount of weight at the time, through the first parts of the trimesters.
Lucky.
I do remember at the end of my first trimester, as soon as, and I was very superstitious, I didn't tell many people that I was expecting at that time. And as soon as
you let it out of the bag.
My belly was out of the bag.
Yes.
My belly was out of the pants. I refused to buy like a whole new wardrobe. So I didn't want clothes touching me.
Yeah.
I want to know what it feels like with the baby inside. Okay, maybe it feels like not so much in the first trimester, but when the baby starts to grow,
them kicks.
Yeah.
All right. So what I will do is get a little personal, right?
Yes, we love that. We love personal, eh?
So with my first child, I had him very young. I was 18, right? So I always remember the first kick, your first experience of a kick. For me, it was very jolting.
Jolting.
Yes.
Any other
because you don't
lovely adjectives you want to use there?
No. You don't know what it feels like because you never experienced it before. So it kind of just jump out your skin kind of experience. So I was actually setting the scene here. I was writing my mock exam for A-levels, right? And I was going to private school, so it was very, probably about 4 to 5 months pregnant, but not showing, according to Kimber. The first one, no weight. No weight. So it was very easy, nobody knew, etc. And then I was writing at my desk and felt the kick, and I was like, And I really wondered if everybody saw it.
They probably
nobody didn't.
No, they probably, because for you it was magnified. You know, I think
so. It was jolting. Sorry,
no, go ahead.
It was jolting for you, but physically, did it feel like a shock? Did it feel like a pang? What was it?
It wasn't a pang. It literally feels like something is moving inside of your body.
Yes.
Yes.
You know when you have it's a terrible description.
Goodness,
it's a terrible description. You know, like.
Are you gonna
you
say
know, like
gas?
when you
Yes, I know.
You know when you have like the worst gasping and you feel it
like griping.
That is the closest sensation physically that I'm trying to describe to myself first, or take myself way back. And you know, women, we tend to feel those first flutters at about 5 to 6 months. It varies, and that's the thing. All the books will say, oh well, first trimester this and second trimester that. Your bodies do what it want first of all.
It varies.
Ladies out there who've been through this, all you know, all your bodies do what you want. Fellas out there, throw it away. Don't study the TikToker who said pregnancy this, pregnancy that. It does not exist that way. It's different for everyone. Anyway, for me, physically, that first kick was all right. So we're really doing this thing.
We're doing it.
That's when it gets real. That's when it
getting into the nitty gritty. I want to know everything.
We're doing this. My son sat in my ribs for 3 weeks.
Oh dear.
My left rib, he sat in my ribs for 3 weeks. He kicked me and abused me for 3 weeks. To this day, he still have a real good left foot. Big up you, sunshine. I have a girlfriend who had damaged organs as well as a result.
Oh my lord! Oh gosh! Wow.
And that's the thing. So I mean, while I wasn't sick, and I still don't think I was injured necessarily, or it was uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. And you make your way through the trimester, and then you gain your weight, and your body changes. Some women get that nose.
Yeah, spread.
Some
across
women,
the face. Yes,
but it goes back.
It does go back.
Not always. Some people.
Well,
some not like you at all. No, not you.
So I must confess.
Not you either,
No, I must confess.
It does alter your features a bit though.
There was I didn't care for much, as in, you know, some women like, well, I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna I had 2 wishes, 2 prayers. I did not want my nose to spread.
Right.
Because I don't do no nose bridge. And I did not want women get like hyperpigmentation.
Yes. The darkness of the skin.
Yeah, those were the 2 things. I was like, my foot could grow. I will go to like an average size foot at this point. It's okay. It might go back long and that's fine. No, some people foot just grow like 2 sizes and
no. I went up a half size.
Big up you.
So physically, I learned today. So I ask him a question leading up to the day of labor. Okay, so we're in the 3rd trimester.
Belly big.
Can't walk. 8 months, 9 months.
Everybody know. In the bank,
you're
everybody asks
waddling.
me if you want to sit down. Yeah, that's what. No, all you're laughing. That is what.
Let me tell you why I'm laughing. So remember, I said that I look like a worm that swallowed a watermelon. I will never forget your girl waddle up the road. Where was I going? Must to the bank self, the ATM, and I'm standing up. And this person is standing behind me, right? And says, Miss, ting. And I turned around and I was like, oh, because the size of my belly. He literally said, oh.
Yeah. I was from the back, right?
Ginormous. Just the belly. The belly was like a bullet.
So tell us what it feels like when you have that amount of weight in front of you, especially for somebody like as tiny as you.
Ghetto.
And you have... It feels ghetto.
I describe it as feeling like a turtle on your back. So like, you see that 8 month, 9 month where you're almost ready is the worst to get up.
Yeah.
Like you feel like, you know, like when a turtle on the shell and they're just there.
Oh Lord.
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
Does it put any pressure on your spine?
On everything.
Your coccyx, like your tailbone?
So pregnant women have to go to the bathroom frequently because this being is literally tap dancing on your bladder. And depending on every woman is different. Some women already have pelvic floor issues connected to, you know, tight hips or back issues or anything like that. And so physically, it's very uncomfortable. I used to sit with my leg, you can't see, but I used to sit with my legs open and my belly just used to hang. I just needed it to hang because it was so...
Yeah,
everywhere. It was heavy.
You didn't take pictures? I want to see,
Oh, I definitely.
I
Of
may
course,
be
when the
able
show is
to
over.
dig up and find, but for me, physically, while my pregnancy I was a magical unicorn. I was going through a lot at the time.
So no maternity pics or anything.
That happened, and it was all a blur at that point. Just for different reasons. Physically, I was over it. I ain't gonna lie, I was over.
Yeah.
It's just I'm tired of being waddly all the time. I'm tired of having to breathe and because you just
want
left and right,
Wow.
you know.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're excited because you're like, oh, this is happening, and you're terrified because, oh my God, this is happening, and all of the things that you go through, not just physically, your body changes, yes, but they don't teach you how to cope with your body changing. First things first. There are birth classes and that in the last trimester, a lot of women, and I would highly recommend it, that you find a Lamaze class. Lamaze is not just about that breathing technique is amazing, I'll tell you though. And so you enroll in a Lamaze class. Shout out to Mama Toto 2 times. They offer amazing opportunities to connect with midwives and doulas. And I'll talk about that when we get to the birth part. But understanding what your body goes through, women understanding what your body goes through, partners, supporters, husbands, best friends. If you are supporting a mummy or a mummy to be, learn about what the body goes through. Learn about that. And I would say before even the last trimester, ask her about how she's feeling. Ask her about the experiences that she's having. It's easy.
It is not easy.
Well said.
Seeing your body transform like that. And
So here we're gonna stick a pin because it's time for commercial.
Sure.
But before we do, let me just check in with our people.
Some nice comments in the chat.
Right. Victor says KJ, who that? Vicky. Who that?
Vicky.
And of course,
Is Victoria new?
Vicky is new.
Hi,
Yes.
Victoria. Welcome to the show.
Vicky.
Right, we have Dion's thoughts and feelings saying, "Why must I work for free thing?
That's what the
as a
event.
treaty free thing. What free thing owed to me for just existing? Okay, all right, Mr. Bad. Okay,
I hope you're listening after all that.
Victoria says, "All beautiful. Well, thank you.
They look your friend.
We have Colin Agon here now. I'm curious about the new faces. The new faces' height. She's the same height.
Why you have to
More
say
or
that?
less."
Now you
Right?
now Colin just have all the ammunition. Go ahead.
I can't.
Go ahead.
Dion goes back and saying, always here for the mamas. I go in good for the hour. All right, Dion.
All right.
We have Victoria again saying like a fish moving in a bowl, a kind of wave.
gosh.
It's really hard to explain.
Yeah. Okay.
I like
Yeah.
that. Landel Valdez is saying, "Good day, ladies of Island Girl Talk. Hope all is
Hello.
well." And this topic is woman related, and childbirth can be tough, but a gift from God.
Yes.
All childbirths are different. Just learn to cope with it. Indeed, but they're liking child anyway.
No.
Easier
We
said than
come into
done.
that. Yeah.
We have Che. What am I saying that right?
Renee.
Cha Renee saying, "Hey, Auntie Nicole."
Hi, baby.
Oh, God, is the auntie for me. And we have Chaylin Roberts saying, "Proud
Shay.
God baby."
Oh my gosh, my God,
Oh,
babies.
so we have
I
some
love
new
you all.
faces.
Yeah.
Some new people in the chat, I mean.
Yeah, man.
Indeed.
Of course,
Welcome
if
to
you've-
the show.
If you've not yet liked, commented, or shared, now is the time
Please
to
share.
do so. We're going to take a quick pause.
Click that like button, please, people. Share it on your WhatsApp. Share the link. The more, the
Tell everybody.
merrier. All right? Keep it locked to Island Girl Talk right here on our radio.fm. We'll be right back.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Remember when Prophet Benjamin come out as a surprise? Nobody didn't know Prophet was coming. His name wasn't on no flyer, nothing. And Clash just decided to bring him.
Coming from Aruba. No, the memories are few.
right? Because we had such a great time based on some photo and video evidence.
All I remember when Forbes pulled somebody from the crowd, a guy from the crowd, and started to talk to the man and ask him about his first time and all kind of things.
I have a question for you, right?
And
Only remember when we get an extra special happy birthday from Michael Teja.
Say happy birthday to you.
The second anniversary party interesting to me because what I see from where it was held to now is a bigger space. Everything that means that O.U.R growing. I'm looking forward to that.
People who never heard the music and the energy before accepting it so well.
It's something I never thought would happen is that I was on stage singing with the one Queen Omega. You talk to me?
Already taking free $3.99. I'll be there.
You're going to get sweaty, so draw on your eyebrows so that when you reach the event, you get sweaty and wind up yourself and rub it to hell off.
Saturday, June 17th at Soundforge, O.U.R Radio's second year anniversary party. And this time we're doing it bigger.
You're gonna get a mix of everything, so get listed right now. It's free. If you're listed. If you're not listed, you gotta give me $100.
Come on down, bring your crew, let me have a nice time.
Hey, na, 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 baby. Yeah, na, be, da, da, baby. Hey, little African dancer, yeah. Love how you dancing. They say you make me go ginger, yeah. I wanna know what you're asking little African dancer.
And we're back once more with Island Girl Talk. It's the Island Girls. Gosh, well, in fact,
No, we are not. Yes. I am Lex.
And I am Kemba Joe.
And guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about childbirth. Lord of mercy. Listen to me, man. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm learning today. I have nothing to say. See these two ladies, these two moms here. This is a part of the reason they are on this show. They are mothers, they are moms. They have a ton of things to share and advise and all that jazz. And I just taken some notes today because me not know nothing about childbirth, right? And I'm starting to wonder if I want to know too. I mean, exactly.
No, we said y'all that we were gonna jump into actual labor, right? But before we reach there, I just have one thing to say. Because it was such a unique experience, right? So imagine you find out you're pregnant and you're going for your first checkup, right? You lie down and the doctor check in and yeah. You laughing? All right, sir. So this would have been for my second.
I heard a snort.
Ole, why is she laughing?
She just nodded. I love it.
So you're going for your checkup. And this is at 6 weeks, right? For the doctor, you find he quiet. So you want to know, well, everything all right? For him to say, well, I find like I seeing 2.
That's why I snort.
What do you mean?
That was scared the shit out of me.
What is do you mean, sir?
Come again?
Yeah. So at first, I had 2 embryos.
I didn't know that.
I did. And there is such a thing called vanishing twin syndrome.
I've heard about that.
Right. So that is what happened. My boy, who was born, he was the surviving twin. The other twin didn't die necessarily because by the next visit, he was just gone. It just kind of
like
breaks
it absorbs.
back.
Yes,
it breaks down into your body. No.
It breaks down.
It just breaks
cells
down.
break down.
And it goes back into your body. no expelling anything or anything like that.
It's not trauma or difficult. It doesn't.
Nothing like
it doesn't
that.
literally does not do anything. It's simply just that they say okay, and then it's a ball of cells at that point, and it just diffuses.
Yes, because his literal thing was he looks a little smaller than the other one. So let's just wait until the next visit and see if he just goes away or if he, and it did. So that's
I mean,
the thing.
and that's what happens to when I think of the amazing way that a woman's body functions. So even before labor and delivery, our bodies do wonderful things. Our bodies know what is viable. Our bodies know what is not viable. Our bodies will do all that it needs to protect us.
Yes.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Even if it means, a vanishing twin.
Yeah.
So it's not yet what doctors refer to it as being viable, but that's why you go for your scans.
Correct. Yes.
That's why you seek prenatal health care.
Indeed. Wow. And I would say the difference for me between the two pregnancies is because I was much younger with my first son, you know less. And there's power in knowledge, yes, but there's power in not knowing as well. Because, Lord, the more that you know, the more anxiety it comes with. So,
especially with all these messages that we are given, oh, God, you're thing and the superstition and the bad eye and the bad vibes and all that crazy stuff. So,
labor.
And
let me get into the meat of it.
Let me talk
The meat
labor
of
now.
it.
So I think I forget what the pain was like.
That is what they said. I was going to ask you about that,
But being honest, I forgot.
That's how God intended. You didn't forget.
No, well, you see.
She's like, no,
I feel like I had a huge gap between the two. But what I would say is my body does not deal with pain well. I have a very low tolerance for pain. So for the first child, I blacked out at a point in time.
Oh, jeez.
I did black out. The pain was absolutely too much for me to process. And with the second child, I projectile vomited with the pain.
Oh, wow.
So
because the pain, was that just before delivery?
Correct.
So that may not have been pain. I'd just like to put the plug here that yours truly, Cambojo, is a certified doula or birth support partner. I love women. I do love women. Their bodies, our bodies are amazing, and so I went on to learn how to support women. So what I share, it's off of my knowledge and off of my certification. But that projectile vomit is actually your body expelling all that it needs just before giving birth. Some women projectile vomit. I had the worst diarrhea of my life.
Speak the things, we get candid today.
And poop. It also may not have been that by itself. I ate 5 slices of Mario's pizza.
Oh my God.
Just before.
But why you do that?
But I'm a hungry hippo.
Well, it's true.
Without a child eating.
Fine.
And it's interesting that you say that because it may have been the pain or may have felt like it was the pain, but our bodies do that to prepare us. That's almost like a telltale sign. Oh, you've thrown up. It's time for birth.
Okay.
All right, here what, right?
Enough,
I don't want us to jump the gun.
That's right.
I read that there were 3 stages to childbirth.
Yeah.
And the first stage basically includes the water breaking, you're dilating to 4 to 5 centimeters. Walk us through. I want to hear stories. I want to hear, and guys in the live chat, we want to hear from you all too. If we have any moms in the live chat, we want to hear about your experience. Feel free to share a little bit.
Or any dads
or call us at 466-4-O-U-R 466-4687 and tell us about your childbirth experience.
Yeah.
Because girl like me want to know.
Or if there were any dads or partners
Yes.
in the room, depending on where your partner may have given birth or your wife gave birth, they allow you in.
that?
So most def let us know. So
Indeed.
once upon a time,
I want to hear from when you started to feel everything.
Once upon a time.
Water broke, all of that.
Okay. Once upon a time. They tell you based on the order that you've just shared, first phase would be, what's this?
Right.
My water is bursting. Let me go to the hospital.
Lies and deceit.
Deceit and slander.
Oh my.
So the weeks leading up to the birth, you have, of course, all women experience Braxton Hicks, which are, they say false contractions, but it's literally just your body preparing. It's like pre-shock.
Yes, yes.
It's your body preparing you for what actual labor is going to be. So it's all of the muscles working to say, okay, can we get this baby out? All right.
Yes.
Right? Braxton Hicks. It varies by woman. It varies by woman.
It does. It really does.
Some women get it 7 months, 8 months. I can't even remember when I got mine.
definitely had a visit to the hospital before I was ready, and they sent me back.
Well,
they said, "No, you're not ready."
I too visited the hospital, but of course, your girl is a nerd. So I was reading all the books, trying to understand, and more than that, I listened a lot to my body during my pregnancy.
Question, but the telltale sign is that the water is breaking.
Nope. For
my
me,
water never broke.
Exactly.
I know nothing.
I'm getting to that now. Where for me, I remembered Braxton Hicks, a little stretch, a little pain, and then I went to the bathroom and I was like, "What's this, boy?"
Right, mucus plug time.
There you go, mucus plug. So the mucus plug is usually what is the telltale sign that labor is beginning. But you know when my mucus plug got, when I released it before my son was born? 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it was wow.
Don't make jokes. So that's why
I can't make a joke.
That's why you said you were in like 2 weeks of labor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So technically, labor, is
at
defined
that.
at the correct. And everyone's like, "Oh, it could be a couple of days." And my midwife was like, "I could be a couple of weeks." Are you at your due date? Are you before? Are you after? But that passing of the mucus plug is like, all right, ready yourself, ready unu self. And so that happened, but nothing else happened.
Right. So then you're just in a limbo.
I was just chilling.
Yeah.
You're just chilling
Like a villain.
So all right. Let me fast forward the things now because I want to hear.
Go ahead.
The day of labor, water broke.
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
So back it up, right? So 2 weeks, Braxton Hicks are getting.
At no point your water broke?
It did for me. Braxton Hicks are getting stronger at this point, but there is still nothing, no real set of contractions. And then had a first opportunity. I was like, "Oh, y'all, it's happening! It's happening! It's happening!"
Yeah.
Were you that happy? I was not. I was terrified.
Oh no.
We get to I was intending to give birth at Mama Tutu's birthing center.
Lovely.
They cater for women with they cater for women with low risk pregnancies and stuff. And I was like, "I am woman, hear me roar. Epidural, nothing, painkillers, nothing." I was actually afraid of the hospital, if I'm being honest.
Yes, I don't blame you.
Yes.
The stories that come out of that, and I'm glad we hopefully not going to talk too much about that. We'll be here till midnight. And so I went in, and the midwife was like, "Oh, not yet." I was like,
"Oh my, okay,
fine, go back home."
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little nuggets as to what the nurse told me. I had my 2 children at St. Augustine Private. But for my last son, same as Kemba, felt like things was happening, contractions, it's time. And she kept coming and checking on me, and she would left and coming and check. I'm like, "Why are you?" It felt like she wasn't listening to me. And she said something that was really profound, and she was right. She said, "When you are ready to give birth to that child, you will not be able to speak."
Facts on facts.
Okay.
You cannot
facts
talk.
on facts. You can't.
Right?
That's exactly it. So the second time, because it happened twice, I went to Mama Tutu. The second time, I was like, "Okay, we're gonna count. We're gonna count down. We're gonna make sure everything's good. We're gonna time it." We went, and they were like, "Okay, Cam, so you are 3 centimeters dilated."
And
I was like, "Yeah, birth. It's happening." Whew, all right, we walk in. And so at Mama Tutu, they really encourage women to birth freely. It's not lying in a hospital, strapped down,
right?
IV in your arm. Don't do that.
I don't think I'm into the whole lying down thing. So I think a woman should be on all fours at least.
And because of
like gravity help.
Exactly. That's exactly what what we are intended to do. But hospital protocol doesn't happen. Anyway, so your girl was walking thing, right? So we need to speed up labor. So that's another thing that happens. My labor slowed all the way down. I got tired. I took a nap. Contractions stopped. Yeah, come back now. It was nice.
I want to know about it. Listen, guys.
But hold on,
Bear
there's
with me,
more. 60% effaced at that point. So what that means is that my cervix is dilated. So the cervix has to dilate in order to 60%.
You're getting there.
Where's my child?
You're getting
What is
there.
he doing?
Yeah.
The contractions.
Yeah.
Weren't forceful enough.
Happening. And
what did it feel like?
Happen.
Even at that point.
For me, and Lix will share her experience. So for me, I was like, okay, well, when this child come in, what really going on here? I sat on a ball and I bounced, and pelvic rocks and ting, and maybe he wasn't engaged, and he wasn't. Right? Big head self. And right, and ting, and ting, and ting, and ting, and we dancing. And I remember being stressed, and that stress kills you. With it kills the momentum, because the hormones the hormones going through your body, the everything that you need to get to birth is halted by cortisol and adrenaline. Too much of it at least. And so I was in a mess. And then it was when I had put on, my son's dad, he was like, okay, you're very stressed, nobody wanted to take me anywhere.
Oh Jesus.
They were like, you can give the birth to the child anymore. I'm like, yes, but I have seen the four walls of this house and I need to escape. Anyway, went for the pizza that night. That's how come I ate 5 slices. Came home and was dancing to like 90s music. So Spice Girls,
the best,
Backstreet Boys.
Best decade of music.
Danced the Macarena. Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que
tu cuerpo para alegría cosa buena. Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
Macarena.
That's yes.
You forget it. Right? Danced the Macarena. Went to bed. And I was like, oh, gotta pee.
Oh, that was not pee.
Oh, my back is splitting open.
Oh shit.
That, my friend, is labor. To tie into Lico's point, I could not move. I was in a squat position and I was like, oh my God, it's time to go now.
It is debilitating pain, I'm telling you.
My back was splitting open. I did not labor in my stomach. Some women feel the contraction in their lower abdomen. I labored in my back.
Oh, I know. I didn't do that. Mine was the opposite.
What was
Mine
yours?
was the opposite. And both of my children, labor was like the exact same way. I never had an experience of water breaking. They had to break my water bag. They had to induce labor because the contractions weren't strong enough. All of that. Exact same.
Yeah.
And it's only when they did the water bag and they induced labor, that's when I got contractions. And that is when the nurse was right and I could not speak.
Yeah, midwife said the same thing. If you could talk, you are ready.
So painful.
And that's where the Lamar's classes come in and you prep your body for labor and delivery.
Campbell, use your words.
Sorry, what
back
else?
Splitting open.
Splitting open. On every
Upper,
contraction.
lower, mid.
Lower back. Just above the hip girdle is splitting open, and so a contraction is literally a wave. So think of maracas, right? You go the wave, you see it swelling, and then it crashes.
Right.
That lead up when you're watching that wave and you're like, what am I gonna do with this wave? Boy, I'm going under, going over. Only way out is through, baby. And that's where the breathing comes into play. And so I'm listening to my body. I'm like, okay, all right, we're going to make it. We will make it. And I am in through my nose out through my mouth.
That is where it was very I did not do Lamar's class, admittedly. I never did it.
Okay.
So I don't have that experience. And I also can't tell you what gradual labor feels like because of the induction. Induction is like 1 minute you're breathing, then next minute you want to pass out.
Yeah,
that
because
is what it is.
they basically force labor onto you.
So it comes quick.
So
hot and fast.
when we have a culture,
No time to
water
breathe.
bag. That goes against the natural way that we're meant to give birth. I'm grateful that I was able to be in labor for that long, which is why I'm like 2 weeks is like, yeah, give me that. Because I don't think the Lord in heaven knew. That could not have been for me.
Yeah, my children just don't want to come.
All right, so we're now going through, guys, the stages of labor. We're pretty much still in the first stage, but just for like
second at this point.
Maybe mummies to be or people thinking about getting pregnant. The first stage of labor is basically, when you now start to dilate. Right? 4 to 5 centimeters. You're in established labor. Right? And what the contractions do is they help to soften your cervix so that it starts to dilate, which is the opening of the passageway for the baby to come. You know,
that's where I got that night up to 3 centimeters dilation and 60%
Where's
effaced.
called this thing? That is do like
the sweep.
Cool.
The membrane sweep.
What? The membrane sweep.
What is this?
So basically, those very membranes that have to get soft, that softening of the entire cervix may not happen naturally or by itself.
Yes.
And so somebody decides that they need to help you.
Oh dear Jesus. The whole hand, it disappears. Up inside.
And they get there and they literally, so they tear the membranes to kind of force that.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see, yeah.
So I heard, my cousin told me once that she has 3 boys, and she had never been cut or anything like that.
Right.
And that reminded me the sweep of what she told me. She asked her doctor, who was the same delivered all 3, to basically put his hand and stretch out the vagina so that it doesn't have to be snipped on.
That's not the same necessarily, because
I know
the birth canal is but it's the same kind of action. You're basically making space. You're widening in that way. But the sweep is to kind of make that separation. To kind of
and it really did only happen to me with my first because I was so young. Sometimes what's that? What do you call it? The birth canal.
Yes.
It is not ready, right? And because it is so, it's hard still, and you're not doing it naturally. So they have to assist you. It didn't happen with the second one because I guess my body would have gone through it already.
Yeah.
But
that's
Jesus.
First labor. I'll say though, the old people was right about something.
What were they right about?
The assist.
The assist?
The non-medical assist. So old people will...
Guys, our guest is in the house.
Old people, the old wives'
I didn't read that play,
The old wives' tale.
Yes.
No. The old wives' tale is the okra. So you may hear people saying, "Girl, you need some okra." The sliminess of it. Kalulu, the sliminess of it.
Tomato.
Other slimy substances can also help.
Because
what it does,
take my note. Take my note.
It releases. I may mess this up. It's called prostaglandins, I think it is.
Oh, I got it.
And so that it gets released, and it helps to. It's slimy. It helps to soften.
Okay.
And that can help to take you from in
Zero.
that space. Correct.
Speaking of things that help, what about Kegel exercises?
No.
It doesn't.
I will not.
Help.
I will not recommend Kegels because Kegels you are.
But
not to confuse with
really
keys.
say different women.
Oh my goodness. Not to confuse with key.
Oh my.
It's your rudeness to me today.
Okay,
Let me come back to center.
Keeks, you're watching, boy?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. But no, because what you're doing, you're ultimately holding in, and you need to relax everything.
Yes.
Relax your jaw, which is where in Lamar's classes they teach you that breathing. It's because
so
it's
clearly
wide.
not for the childbirth, no Kegel exercises. No. But what about during the whole pregnancy? I saw that it helps to strengthen your pelvic floor and can help you strengthen the muscles to push.
Between me and you, I would say strengthening your pelvic floor would be go to the gym. Stay active.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Exercise helps.
Stay active.
It really does.
That actually helps because when you have a strong core, and strong glutes, then you have a stronger pelvic floor.
Yeah, and even if you are advised, not to do too heavy lifting, etc., walk.
Swimming,
just do something, anything to stay
shout
active.
Shout out to Moxie Fitness who helps women, prenatal women get into that space as well. You need to move your body. Pregnancy is not an illness. It really is not for some people it is. I'm not diminishing that there's some women who are ill
to be in bed,
debilitatingly so. Yes. But for the most part, it's a very natural, normal experience. Yeah. Right. So labor, right? You're good.
Almost.
What is the next question?
Briefly take us through the second stage. We gotta have some structure to this. This is where you're like about 10 centimeters and you're ready to do some general pushing. Tell me about that time when tell me about the moment and onward when the nurse or doctor said, okay, you're fully dilated.
I knew. I didn't need them to tell me.
You knew?
I knew.
How you felt?
I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I was just focusing on the pain. Yeah.
So you say I needed to push.
I literally need. So
I want to know how this whole how the whole act of pushing engages the body. Do you push like you want to poop, or do you push like you want to?
Exactly like you want to poop.
It is the biggest poop of your life.
Yes.
Except it's not poop as a child.
Yes. Literally.
No,
but you see, you wouldn't think about it that way. No, you would just want to do it because you want your child to come out. So you're not even thinking about it. It is so natural.
Correct.
You will just do it.
Correct.
You'll just do your body
what you do exactly, and contractions serve a purpose. Contractions is not just to split open your back or make you want to pass out or projectile vomit or have diarrhea. On each contraction, gosh, and I wish I had like silly Campbell. But anyway, so imagine that this is the birth canal or the pelvis, right? The baby has to be past here. Every contraction, that fetus turns to torpedo themselves, the impetus, that energy to get through. So that pain that we feel is actually every single wave on the crest of that wave is that push.
Which is literally why they tell you without contractions you cannot give birth.
You cannot give birth without the sensation of it either. Women who do epidurals and stuff, they may not know when, which is why they're coached on when to push. No epidural over here, baby, all natural, baby.
Oh yes, that is a very good point too, because if you don't feel the pain, you don't know when to push.
Exactly.
That is very true.
Exactly.
Yes,
and
yes.
so by the time that contraction happens, that's when the real push starts. But it's really just my advice would be, women listening out there or people wanting to support women giving birth or about to give birth, let her listen to her body. That's the
please
best
listen
thing.
to her.
Yeah.
Please listen to her.
We'll have to have another talk about what happens in our healthcare system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But because I know we really keep into time today. So anyway, so you push and you push. For me, 4 pushes he was out.
Yeah, my pushes wasn't long either. It
4
wasn't
pushes?
long either.
And the first one I wouldn't even count it. It was a fluke because I wasn't ready. I didn't breathe properly.
So 3. Like
the
a
first,
boss.
The first one was the head, and I was like, this is hell. The second one was the shoulders. This is the ring of fire, is what they call it. I was ready to give up.
And then the
All
third
right,
one.
stick a pin. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about childbirth. These lovely, beautiful mamas are giving their experiences. Woo! Guys, moms in the live chat, feel free to share with us your experiences as well.
Please.
But it's time to go to commercial, so keep it locked right here to Island Girl Talk, right here on OURradio.fm. We'll be right back.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
All you remember when it says Choppy came out on stage and then he dropped the literal best drill version of Captain. Hey Choppy.
My dad is sweet like pineapple, is sweet like tangerine.
All you remember when what's she name from all the show? Allison. Is Allison?
Yes.
All you remember when I wind up on Allison?
So the vibe will be from the Jamettes crew basically. That support crew. The flag woman.
Seeing the response from the crowd, because normally you play rock and everybody will be like, what is that? But the response from the crowd was amazing.
Bring Kute.
Yeah. I swear, baby, I'm not pretending. Yeah.
Memories don't live like people do, they say, but I assure me and my TTNL crew, we don't have much memories from last year. My phone had a lot of pictures, some of them were of me.
All you remember when Jamettes take the stage, boy? I personally just look at this team like the chemistry just unbelievable with these 3 women, boy.
Just being on stage with Nyla Blackman and Michael Teja, they had this special dance.
Already think free $3.99. I'll be there.
You're going to get sweaty, so draw on your eyebrows so that when you reach the event, you get sweaty and wind up yourself and rub it to hell off.
Saturday, June 17th at Soundforge, O.U.R Radio's 2nd year anniversary party. And this time we're doing it bigger.
You're gonna get a mix of everything, so get listed right now. It's free if you're listed.
Come to my place, baby, let's have a staycation. Let me take you away on a vacation. Please don't get lost when I send you my location. I got a place for you, baby. Please say yes, and if not, maybe.
You you got them eyes that will lead me, I might go astray. Let me rest my head on you, baby, before we leave, okay? I can get over the feeling, I can get over the way I can get over the way you lie.
Come to my place, baby, let's have a staycation. Let me take you away on a vacation.
Guys, we're back once more. We're your Island Girls. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I am Lex.
Camber Joe.
And if you're just joining us, we're talking about childbirth. These lovely mamas to my left and your right, they're giving us their first-hand experience with child.
Get back into it really quickly, because don't forget June 17th, it's happening down at the Sound Forge. O.U.R Radio's second anniversary is happening. Of course, get ready to celebrate with us with games, welcome drinks, guest artist performances, and special presentations from all of us here at O.U.R Radio. We've already got a stellar lineup: Nigel Rojas, Gus, Marge Blackman, and so many more. And we'll be announcing the guests every week, and you can get your chance to win some nice things. Of course, Island Girl Talk is giving away vouchers to Deckies.
Indeed.
And in order to get those vouchers at Deckies, you just have to message us 466
Call us, baby.
Real easy.
466-4687 or send us an email, party@ourradio.fm.
Indeed.
This event is powered by Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, and Root Boy. Drink
Indeed. And of course, speaking of giveaways, we're giving away 2 things today.
Oh,
a
yes,
6-pack of Caribbean. Right? Let me show them again.
Yes,
Show them
clink,
again.
clink, 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 clink.
I don't know
Again,
if
a
you're
nice little
joking.
Eagle Rib
Yeah.
bag.
Hard seltzer.
50 brewery, 6
Yes.
Caribbean here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, yeah.
Ching,
Just
ching.
call, like Ember said. Tell them the number again, babe.
Of course, 466 for O.U.R. That's 466-4687.
Call the number and get listed. First person to do that will win a 6-pack of Caribbean. And we're also giving away a voucher for Deckies later on today. So, I mean, yeah, stick around to hear who won. I think we did get a message from
Oh, we
someone.
did?
Oh,
Right, so
yes.
let's pause
we
the recording.
already
Yes.
have a winner. You'll stand by for this, sir.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yes, I. Okay, so we have someone saying, I would like to add 2 names. Woohoo! Yeah. This person, okay, hold on. I would like to add 2 names to the list for the event on the 17th. Should I call the names? I have to call the names. Natasha Hinkson and Dana Eve.
Okay.
So this caller, you guys have won a 6-pack of Caribbean.
Easy breezy, just like that.
Incentive. We shall have you listed. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We will call you after the show and make arrangements for you to pick up your Caribbean. Because I ain't gonna make you wait till the event
My
for your
God, you're saying
Caribbean.
one
Drink
thing.
some Caribbean before the event.
Yeah. Join us on Island Girl Talk and you can drink with us as well.
Yeah. Indeed.
All I gotta say about that. All right, Olia. So, second stage of Labor Day, girl.
Yeah, no, but we have people been texting all year.
Yes.
I get some more. Should I read it? Good day.
Yes.
I would like to attend this event on June 17th. My name is Kyle O'Neill.
Hi, Kyle.
And you can add my wife. Her name is Brittany O'Neill. But here what?
Brittany.
That's what they know.
Yes.
Kyle, give it to them. That's
Yes.
him one
Deckies?
time.
Yeah.
Deckies boy.
Done. Yay.
Kyle,
A
you
little
just
date.
won a dinner voucher to Deckies in One Woodbrook Place. You have to attend the event to collect your voucher. So I will see you and Brittany, your wife, there on June 17th. All right? O.U.R Radio's 2nd anniversary. Big up you. Give me some sound effects, Dominique.
Love
All
it.
right?
All right.
Did you write, is that the names you're writing, Namin?
I wrote down
you
Kyle.
always
She on top of it.
on the ball, Camber Joe. I like how she says it now.
Camber Joe.
Camber Joe.
Camber
Joe.
I am ready.
Earlier.
You can't get ready if you stay ready. That's what I say. All right.
Before we get back into
That
it,
is
we
facts.
know with people. I have like 4. We have Colin Agard, and this is for you, Lick, saying Bienvenida, Nueva en Nena Caliente, which basically translates to welcome.
The new
hot dwarf. Because Colin seems to have a problem with our heights now.
What is
Now,
that?
if you know Colin,
People are getting short women.
no, Colin is very tall.
Does he like Amazonian
tall?
woman?
Tall man is my weakness.
I don't know. All I know is that Colin is very, very tall.
Like 6'4".
I do. Colin, tell you. Message me.
Height.
I don't know how tall he is. Interesting
Colin,
to know.
how
All I
tall
know
are
is that
you?
you're tall, but we real small.
Right.
That's all I have to say. Let's see.
Dion's thoughts and feelings. He says Crystal's face during the entire story.
Oh
Well,
gosh,
boy,
traumatized.
Jarrell then responds, well, she did ask.
Yes.
And then, of course, Dion is back saying other slimy substances.
Oh,
what do you mean by that, Kemba
You know
Joe?
exactly what I mean by that.
He knows what we mean.
Of course he does.
Of course.
All right, guys, we're going to continue. We've entered the second stage of childbirth.
We push it.
I ask it
Literally.
because I want to know. And I'm sure women who are thinking about having kids too also want to know. So all you're pushing.
And we have no choice but to push because the baby have to come out.
I want to know about crowning. I want to know about the ring of fire. I want to know about every single thought and feeling you had throughout.
So for me, Kemba is very, in tune with her body. What I was focusing on is to get the child out of me, right? I was not focusing on crowning or anything of the sort. What I wanted to know is how much longer do I have to do this?
You just want to push.
Right? But I had to conserve energy as well, because if you get too tired, then you're just stressing yourself out, you're stressing your child out, and you just need to be cognizant of all of that, right? But again, I would say for both of my pregnancies, it is more or less the same. My pushes were easy, more or less. I had like about 3 pushes as well. The key, they will always tell you, is to push on the contraction. So as the contraction come and they tell you push, you push. So yeah.
Is it true that they say when you're pushing, you don't really feel the pain at that point in time?
Not really. I don't feel like that was the case. What I would say though is it was a lot less pressure once the head was out and you got that first part of the baby out. Then you knew, well, okay, you're kind of over
a hurdle.
A hurdle, yes.
But is getting past the head worse than the shoulders?
For me, no.
Yeah, I don't feel like that was the case either. I felt like once the head was out, I felt relieved.
Yeah.
But the shoulder wasn't worse.
No, I don't find it was worse.
For me, the shoulders were worse.
No.
I can't take what you're telling me for granted because everyone is different.
It's different. It really
Everyone's
is.
different.
The head, I was like, oh, all right, we're doing things. Cool. And then the next one,
it was kind of like a slip out for me, like when once the head was out and they kind of held him and the other push came out, slipped.
Any of y'all got snipped?
Yeah, I did get snipped
They
twice.
sliced me like a tomato.
Did you feel it?
No.
Because they time it.
They time it on your contraction.
On the contraction and in the ring of fire because you're already about to die.
What all you're really telling me is the pain is so bad that you can't differentiate the labor pain from them cutting you?
Correct, yes.
Through 5 layers of skin, yes, and muscle, yes.
Yes.
5 layers of skin.
So
being
there's
cut, snipped with the scissors.
Yeah, there's a difference.
On par with labor pains.
It's not even on par.
You're not
feeling it.
It's almost like a nick in comparison.
Yeah.
And the thing is, hospital protocol is to snip because it's more convenient for the doctors and the nurses to stitch you back
than to tear.
Than it is to tear. But tearing is actually more superficial. Tearing is 3 layers. Episiotomy is 5.
Right.
When I said the third phase, I was like, what is it? Postpartum depression? Because nightmares. So we'll have to have like a part 2 and a part 3
talk about
because
that, definitely.
it is real. And so that second stage for me, the shoulders were worse.
Yeah.
And then after that, the relief that
immense.
you feel after the biggest shit of your life is the same feeling that you have.
Yeah,
my goodness.
When and for me, it's funny. I remember the sensation of like his legs.
Like that last bit of him coming out.
I felt it. I remember. I'm still, the sensation is there with me. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Amazing. Is it Sharoni? She says, Mom said you're making her feel like she in labor again.
Oh gosh, sorry.
No, it's and that goes to show some women remember.
No, yeah.
Some women, I think our bodies try to protect us, and the same when you were giving the story about how you ran out the building with the last earthquake, how you know nothing.
Yeah.
Some women go through such immense stress.
I feel as though I will not forget the last experience though.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 2.
You're number 2.
How come?
Number 2 is a little worse.
I think, as I said, the first one was a lot of ignorance in play. So I was so young at that point, for me, I can't say for anybody else, but for me, after I had him, it was kind of, oh gosh, it was a 14-year gap too, eh? It's a 14 years.
Nap. Say it with me now.
So it's just like, I think
it was
the
almost
last
like
one, yes, it was all over again, correct. So for the last one, it kind of stays with you. It stayed with me, and I don't think I will ever forget it.
Yeah, I'm going back again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, okay, so
phase 3.
The baby's out. The pain immediately dissipates.
Immediately.
And how do you feel? Relief?
Tired.
You feel, oh my
no, you
goodness.
really do feel exhausted.
Exhausted.
Talk to us about that first glimpse of your baby now.
It's not like the movies.
No.
Oh.
Sorry. I was waiting for her to say it. It really is not. It really is not.
It's not.
No.
It's not. It's not. It's, you know, we sit down and we consume all of this media. Oh my God. I am literally just ready to pass out.
No, Leah, you just want to sleep.
And then
you just want to sleep.
You know, I'm overwhelmed. Physically, I'm okay, but mentally and emotionally, I'm overwhelmed. Because it's like, oh my God, this thing has happened. Oh my God, this thing has happened. And now I'm thinking 18 to life.
No, it's a sentence.
Am I gonna?
I don't understand.
Am I gonna mess this up?
Yeah.
Am I gonna be a good mom? What if I can't this? What if he can't that? What if something happens? And then the thoughts are racing, and they put this beautifully, 10 fingers, 10 toes, and not all women have that experience either, right? Some women give birth and they have a very different outcome. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And I remember them putting this thing on me, and I was like,
yeah, because it's everything like on them still. They didn't clean them
the
off.
vernix,
Yeah.
so that's basically to protect them as well. So it's that white substance. I'm like, okay, take it back now.
Oh wow. Really?
It was so brief for me too, though. Like I feel like it was just like a brief moment. He was there, and then they took him away, and I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Did you wait to hear them cry first?
Yes.
Because a lot of moms told me they did that.
Yes.
Time stops.
And once they cry, you're like,
we need to hear it.
Time stops.
Okay, what did it make you feel like hearing your baby's voice for the first time?
Relief.
Yes.
Just relief.
Yeah.
Relief for me.
Okay.
Not oh my God, my baby's here. It's just, oh my God, he's alive.
He's okay. Yes.
That and no pun
that
intended.
tells me that this experience is so traumatic.
That pregnant pause.
What I will add is that is why I believe it's so important for you to have somebody there with you.
Yes.
Because after you give birth, you are unaware. Like you just want to rest, and that's what the other person is there for. They are there to make sure that all the checks and balances occur. You are not going to be able to do that yourself. That's the reality of it.
You physically cannot. And
No.
if you've ended up having a cesarean or an epidural, you are physically incapacitated.
Yep.
There's no way that you can try to sit up, that you can try to do anything. So the I remember the tingle of the feet, basically the toes, or I don't know what. And I was like, okay. And then there's this silence that feels like it's an eternity. And that's the nurses and the doctors and
doing what
they're doing what they need to do.
Themselves.
And I'm sure in reality, I'm probably gonna cry. Why do I feel this way?
Oh my God.
In reality, it's a couple of seconds. But for you wondering, did we make it?
Yeah.
That did we make it feeling?
Why does it take so long to hear it? Yeah.
And then that cry happens. And for some moms, it's a tiny wail that then grows, and then for other people it's nothing. Into I think it was because for him he's probably like, what the hell?
Why only disturb me and bring me in this place?
Remember he was dancing in there for 2.5 weeks, for 2 weeks. He didn't want to come out.
Yeah.
So there's that. And it's you're trying to get us to use words, Chris, but there are no words.
It really, and that's what I keep saying. Like we can try to describe it, but it's only when you have the experience you'd really be able to say, well, okay, this is what I went through.
So Mama Toto for me then, because the control freak that I am, I don't really want to be incapacitated or laying down on my back or anything like that.
No, Mama Toto allows you to birth freely. And then so the third phase, because we need to get to that placenta. As far as like, what third phase?
Is that another set of pain too?
No.
It's not as bad as giving birth, but there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because the placenta is
pressure.
The placenta
really feel it.
Is like remember it's that thing that would have encased this. It's membranes and it's tissue. Basically.
Does it look like a big red glob, or do you really see all the veins, like the tree of life in it?
Because of how I birthed,
couldn't tell you, sorry.
because of and so I do need to say here that because of not the complication, it definitely wasn't that, but because of the uncertainty with when this boy child of mine was going to come earthside,
right?
Even after my waters burst and I went to Mama Toto, he wasn't fully engaged,
right?
So they have a strict protocol, strict policy. They do not wait to see if it's going to be complicated, because at that point you don't know, is he caught around his neck, whatever. So I ended up birthing at Port of Spain General,
right?
At the end of all of that,
they will transfer you.
They will transfer you when you sign up and everything. You have to have a backup, and I was okay with it because I knew that they had my best interest at heart. My experience at the hospital was not a bed of roses at all.
Right.
And all that to say, I birthed on my back, not how I wanted.
Right.
And I did not see my placenta, so I don't know what it looked like. You literally, all I remembered was I'm trying to come to terms with everything, and there's this pressure again. And then I feel like a tug. That's what it feels like physically. It's like a tug, and then relief.
I see.
And then I went.
When it just oozes out of you, just comes out of you, and
they pull it. Or sometimes they have to pull
Yeah.
it. Sometimes they have to birth it for you. Not all women birth it themselves. And then I actually went into physical shock. My body was shaking, and they had to put the emergency foil over me.
Yeah, I got that too for the second one. Yeah,
because I'm literally like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
What does the foil do?
In emergencies when people have like trauma and they rescue them and stuff, and it's a foil blanket, and it helps to insulate you. It keeps you warm because you're losing blood.
Gotcha.
You're losing warmth. Your body is going into shock as if you are not going to make it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question about the placenta.
Yeah.
I mean, you all didn't see it, but
I saw mine. But when I said I can't tell you exactly, I was referring to the veins and stuff.
Okay.
It just looks red. That's what it looks like. It looks like something that would come out of you, but I can't tell you about the veins and stuff.
It looks like
does
what?
look like a big clot. It does.
Okay, so this is why I would rather go the Mama Toto way. Hopefully not end up in an actual hospital, but I don't know if my body would be able to go through what you okay, right? The younger you have a baby, the better. So I don't know if I'd be able to go through what you all went through. But if the Lord blesses me and it happens, I would want to hold on to my placenta and keep it connected to my baby until it blanches.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Okay.
The same thing with the umbilical cord. You let it pulse because that's actually a transference of important nutrients from
Correct. I read that.
Final, like the last, the burner boy of the placenta before it's you.
I don't know who invented the whole cutting of the umbilical cord before, and it's still bloody. No, you see,
it's a transaction.
Yeah.
In a hospital setting, the doctors and the nurses have somewhere else to be. They can't be with you. And for a long time, I struggled with that experience. But that is it comes down to numbers.
But that's a weak excuse, though, because they don't have to be with you the whole time. Just make sure the baby is comfy, have the placenta there, let nature do its thing, come back in an hour or two or whenever you think, and then cut
come
it.
back.
Yeah.
They can't afford to come back. We'll talk about that next time because I have lots of thoughts about it. So Lex, with your first son, did you remember the placenta?
No, that blackout was serious. I did not remember that at all. I saw the placenta for the first time with my second son. Yeah,
right. There you go.
I wish we could continue talking about this because, guys, I have questions still. Okay. But guys, we have to wrap because we're almost out of time. Our guest is here waiting patiently.
Looking ever beautiful.
Right?
Y'all, when y'all see this, just this beauty come on the screen.
What she has to say.
Right?
Indeed.
I hope you blush like how I blush it because where's this? One last thing though, in terms of that episiotomy. So I guess in the third phase, they stitch you back up.
Oh yes. Stitch back up.
And that hurts like a
no, it's not supposed to. So biologically, if it happens while your body is still on the high hormones, oxytocin and all that good stuff, it's released. Your body's amazing. It's trying to protect you from the drama.
Yeah, I didn't feel mine.
In my case, I gave birth close to the change of shift.
So you felt every stitch?
So my hoo-ha was open for about 2 hours before somebody came.
Oh, what?
Nah, boy, Kemba.
Did you say 2 hours?
My goodness.
I had fallen asleep too, so they had put the foil and I just remember like passing out. And then I woke up and I was like, what? Legs and stirrups, right outside. And by then, of course, everything has died down. I felt every stitch.
Oh my goodness. 2 hours is entirely too long.
Describe the stitches.
The doctors gave me, they gave me the anesthesia. So I felt the needle, shook all the parts, which had just been traumatized by a 8 pound, 7 pounds, 3/4 being.
Coming out
right?
of it didn't
hurt. Right.
But it didn't hurt.
No, because I mean, it's like going to the dentist to get that kind of shot.
Where in your hoo-ha did they stick the needle?
I can't remember.
Did you feel it?
I did. So that whole area.
I thought so it's not in your vaginal wall.
No. Oh, because where they have to stitch
perineum.
Yes.
Oh,
so that's basically what they cut. That's what they bust out. And then they give you the anesthesia in that general area. I'm feeling your energy. It's okay, baby. You made it. And by then, the anesthesia, my body was rejecting it, or it was not working. So she's like, I've given you the max that I can.
Right.
I have to stitch you. And you literally feel...
It's like, gosh.
If you were to pull
goodness.
If you were to like rip the skin of your cheek.
Right.
It's that kind of consistency.
Right.
So think of sticking that with a needle.
Okay.
Until it's all shut.
So the good part is that it heals quickly.
Okay. This is
it didn't? Oh jeez.
So I'm guessing this is all
my postpartum was trash.
Oh Jesus.
So if you watched last week, you guys would have seen that we had a previous face, Nicole Wong Chung, and her advice to me was, don't do it.
Oh gosh, no, I wouldn't say that.
Just don't do it. You know what I mean? She was very adamant about it.
Yeah.
And though, I mean, I still want to do it, but I could understand why she would.
Right.
Oh no, ma'am.
Actual childbirth.
Ma'am, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not?
No. I have a few friends who said the same. Yeah.
Shazella's like,
one and done.
No.
Yes.
No. It's going to take a miraculous man. I'm saying No, you're laughing at me. It is going to take a miraculous man.
I feel you, sis. I feel you.
To get me back in that space. And man, wherever it is, if you're out there, you have to understand. You have to hold my hand. I'm the biggest baby.
Yes.
I'm not going through this strong woman, and it is traumatizing.
It is.
AF.
Gosh, it is.
And I
you know what? It's so funny to me because the way we talk about women today talk about it, but then I had a grandmom who had 9.
Yeah.
9. She do it and
But did Granny have to go to the hospital? Did Granny have to endure the things that we may have endured?
I have no
and
clue.
what modern medicine has brought with it, and the consequences and the impact. So
things were simpler.
They
back
was
then.
birthing them children, popping them out at home,
Easy
normal. Placenta was messy, had no choice but to lime.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to figure out what is going on.
But to lime.
You understand?
It come out when it come out.
And so for me, I real good. I'll get a dog.
Yeah,
come man out there, miracle man, come with them ready made.
Ladies, what say you in the chat group? We have any moms in the chat group today? How was it for y'all? It's time for us to wrap this topic anyway. We would have loved to hear from y'all, but let me see what they're saying.
Colin saying that he's just 6'2".
Just 6'2".
Just. And Sharoni, made her feel like she's to come back into labor.
Yes.
So, of course, if you do message though, y'all, we'll try to maybe steal it and sneak it in and see, just to be able to get your perspective on it. But yeah.
Indeed.
Chris, I'll say this much. If this is something that you really want, God's grace.
Yes.
God's grace. Educate yourself and have a partner
I've
in
been
there.
educated
That's
myself.
the most important
so
thing. Make sure and have your knowledge.
I wouldn't say, no, that's not children. No, go through. And I'll be on the other side. Oh my God, you did it.
Yeah.
Because McGill is a marathon.
Wow.
And it can go left, but we pray that it doesn't.
Amen, sister.
Yep.
I want to join the baby boom club, man. All right, so guys, if you're just joining us, we were just talking about childbirth, just from a more personal perspective. We have 2 moms on the panel this time around, and they had lots to say.
Yeah.
I here still looking like those memes that says all my friends getting married and having babies, and I'm just like we're KFC boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, big up.
I mean, it does cross my mind. I do think I would make a mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
But hey, Let me see.
Until such time.
Let me see if life starts alive.
Yeah,
if life starts alive.
Yeah.
Amen, sister.
But guys, we got to wrap this topic for the day. We may have to have a part 2 because I do want to get into topics like postpartum and that kind of thing. Very interesting topic.
Yep.
And I think we'll have to bring in someone who actually experienced it to the nth degree. I want to bring in, okay. Well, all right.
To the nth?
In-house.
Like nth?
To the nth degree?
All right.
Damn.
I experienced it, but
all
it wasn't
right.
like yeah.
Okay, we learning things.
Okay.
All right. So guys, there you have it. It's a wrap. Actually, here, are you ready?
Yes.
And with that, we wrap our topic of the day segment. Are we corny like that? We don't care. Right? We're going to take a quick commercial. Keep it locked to Island Girl Talk. We have more show for y'all. Our guest is waiting patiently. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Remember when Prophet Benjamin come out as a surprise? Nobody didn't know Prophet was coming. His name wasn't on no flyer, nothing. And Clash just decided to bring him.
No, the memories are few, right? Because we had such a great time based on some photo and video evidence.
All I remember when Forbes pulled somebody from the crowd, a guy from the crowd, and started to talk to the man and ask him about his first time and all kind of things.
I have a question for you, right?
And
Only remember when we get an extra special happy birthday from Michael Teja.
Say happy birthday to you.
The second anniversary party interesting to me because what I see from where it was held to now is a bigger space. Everything that means that O.U.R growing. I'm looking forward to that.
People who never heard the music and the energy before accepting it so well.
I'm a lot of fun. It's something I never thought would happen is that I was on stage singing with the one Queen Omega. You talk to me?
Already taking $3.99. I'll be there.
You're going to get sweaty, so draw on your eyebrows so that when you reach the event, you get sweaty and wind up yourself and rub it to hell off.
Saturday, June 17th at Soundforge, O.U.R Radio's 2nd year anniversary party. And this time we're doing it bigger.
You're gonna get a mix of everything, so get listed right now. It's free. If you're listed. If you're not listed, you gotta give me $100.
Come on down, bring your crew, let me have a nice time.
I've been patient and I've been waiting. Call me stubborn, but I can get over it. You left and never said goodbye. I can get over it.
So don't you ever let me down again. Cause I'm depending on you, so you better come through this time. Please hear my cry, and if I ever let you down, my friend, it was a misunderstanding. So if I took you for granted, then I promise from today I go jump like I never jump, wave like I never wave, wine like I never wine before, just to show you I'm sorry, and I need you back in my life. Look at people by the truck, emotions running high.
we're back with more show. Welcome. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Lex.
And I'm Kemba Joe.
And if you're just joining us, we have been talking about childbirth. You missed a really good topic of the day today. More from a personal perspective, of course. We have two moms on the panel today. So, of course, they had lots to say, lots to share. We love it. Right, but now it is time for our Island Girls Spotlight segment, and we have a special guest today, guys. This young lady, like I said before on Island Girl Talk, we don't only show the well-knowns, the celebrities, the popular.
She's a celebrity.
Well, yeah, for sure. But we like to also highlight women that are doing real work in the community and helping and doing doing the damn thing. So we want to welcome the lovely, the tenacious. Should I call her by her nickname or real name? No.
She's Alpha.
I thought I see a flinch, No. Giselle Fleming!
Oh, hello, Giselle.
Just beautiful,
Look at this chocolatey.
Also known as Simpy by her friends and fam.
Simpy is just look at this chocolate goddess for like a whole.
Indeed, Simpy, we might have to recruit you, girl. Right? Take it in, darling.
I have to say that these braids are you.
Yes.
I think you would. You look gorgeous, radiant as ever.
The epitome of an island girl, huh?
Absolutely.
Simpy, sit up and show them the little yellow now.
Is it yellow?
Hello. Like I like to say, we good for your ego over here.
I realize.
Right?
I'm grateful. Thank you. And I mean, as we talk ego and not sorry.
Can but tell us a little bit about
what I mean, right? So I have had the pleasure of knowing Giselle for more than half of our lives at this point, and this stage of her life, I'm a fan. I'm her biggest fan. So Simpy is not just a mom like myself and Lex. She's not just an educator. That's her day job. But the real reason we wanted your hair, girl, is the waves. The impact and the legacy that you are leaving in a very important community. So Simpy is a rugby coach. Not just for any fancy schmancy club. Simpy is a rugby coach for CPOS Ruggers at Southeast Port of Spain. And you know that our communities need people who have their best interest at heart. Yeah. You also work alongside Harvard, the Harvard Club, getting into sport. And I've seen you take this on alongside life. How are you doing this thing? Talk to us a little bit, of course, and we know that you had to talk to us. So mom, coach, teacher, superwoman, an amazing friend and confidant to me. I'm biased like that, and she's just gorgeous on the eyes, easy on the eyes. I don't understand. Thank you for being here with us today, darling.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. So Simpy, can I call you Simpy?
Yes, you can call me Simpy.
Tell us what was the catalyst that prompted your career as a rugby coach?
Probably my stubbornness. So someone came into the school before, because when I got into rugby in 2017, I was like, this is amazing. This is fantastic. Everybody should be playing this sport. It needs to be done. And so I was like, well, I teach at Southeast. Rugby needs to be here because that school, we have so many athletes, so many talented, not just natural athletes. They always running, they always bareback all over the school, right? So, for football going on, they're sweating. They're just very athletic. And so someone came into the school, but the way that they went about recruitment was not working. So we actually had a lot of people drop out of the sport. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to coach. So I did the coaching course. And as soon as I was done with my level 1, and this was the local level 1, I said, okay, yep, let's recruit. And I went to the school and I started to recruit. I'm like, hey, come play rugby. And it started off with just, 5 girls, 2 boys. And, they came and we were, we did our little thing and we were having a good time. And then we had our debut in 2019. We entered the first I can't remember what it was. It wasn't a Ruggarama. It was some kind of touch tournament. And they were just so happy, and then everything just kind of exploded. Like just more children came, and then we had a team, and there were boys and there were girls, and it's just like madness in a few months. And so it started because somebody wasn't doing it right, and I was like, I can't do it.
Fantastic.
Can I just ask one thing?
Yes.
What exactly is it about rugby itself that drew you to the sport?
Because you feel so powerful.
Oh.
You feel so powerful.
Because she said something. She said everybody should be doing this.
Yeah, so I was like, what is it
because you
about
feel
it?
so powerful. Your body shows you. It's almost like your body is waiting for a chance to show how amazing it is.
Right.
And rugby is that sport that lets you just explore it, and it doesn't matter what your size is. Like, I am very tiny, and people say you play rugby, but then when I get on the field and I'm like stopping people and running past people, like that's fast.
I think we should
play rugby to have a child. If you want to feel powerful.
And I did both. I condone that message.
So I feel us Island Girls need to go and do a little session with Sempi. And document
my
that.
girls would they would take good care of you.
Amazing.
You might get a lash or two, but don't worry about it.
I think we have one of your students in here, you know.
I heard.
You saw her?
Oh, I
yes.
heard she was here.
Wow. Gerald's niece is on her team.
Oh.
Yes.
No, see.
Okay, so hold on.
Wow.
I might have to cut this camera on my face here because I am about to sob. I'm really gonna try to bring back these tears. Hearing you speak of your rugby, Simpi, is it's the light in your eyes, and you listen to you come into this space, and it's like I was waiting for the answers. Your stubbornness, and it's true, and it's your stubbornness that's changing lives and creating opportunities for people, girls, to come up in sport. Anyway. Let's ask a question there because
I want to know, because I mean we're talking about rugby, but if I'm being honest, I know nothing about the game.
Right.
So as briefly as you can, just give me a little rundown, a little basic on the game. Like, what is it? How is it? Is it like rounders? Is it like baseball? What is
Rugby
it?
is
like American football.
All your favorite sports put
Yeah.
into one, right?
What's
Except
that?
it's like all of your favorite sports, all your favorite things to do as a child put into one. So
Interesting.
you're running after people, you're dodging people, you're throwing a ball, but I mean you're throwing it backwards, but you're throwing a ball, you can kick the ball, you're trying to get away from people, you're working as a team, there's a lot of communication, and there are two versions. It can be 15s, which is the traditional rugby that we all know, and then there's 7s, which is like the really fast version that everybody likes because it's 14 minutes in the game, and that's enough to kind of keep people interested, right? But the traditional rugby is about 80 minutes, like 40 minutes a half. And so you play on a team and you run forward, you pass the ball backward, and if somebody wants to stop you, they tackle you. And then one of your teammates comes and protects the ball, and they move the ball, and the other team tries to get the ball. So
And you always have to move the ball backward.
The ball must be passed backward.
Why is that?
Why is that? I don't know.
That's just how it's played.
I mean, no, there is a history behind this sport, but I only know the history when the guy just picked up the ball and ran when he was playing.
So how do you know when you win? Where does the ball need to end up to know that you've won a point or when you've won the game?
You need to score a try. So I don't know if you ever saw a rugby field. There are two H-looking poles
Right.
on
Like
each
American
side. So you
football.
need to score a try in the area of the H.
What is
it's
it
called a
called?
try.
A try.
TRY?
TRY, a try.
TRY, okay.
Yeah.
So you have to
So
try.
you can score between the H, anywhere along the line, the try line, and there's a space between the try line and the dead ball line. You could score anywhere there.
Okay. Interesting.
So it's like it's like the winner's circle basically.
Yeah.
The winner's
the
area.
winner's rectangle.
Winner's
Yeah.
there we go.
You need to get in that zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
But no, the ball needs to get in
Oh,
that
the
zone. So even if
ball.
your body is outside, but your hand stretches over and touches it down, it's still a try.
Okay.
Okay. So you founded a rugby program. I believe you call it the Caribbean Coaching Certificate program.
No. That's a coaching program that I did
That's
during
the
the
one that
pandemic.
you did.
One of them, yeah.
Before we go there, my apologies. I want you to tell us a little bit about the one that you founded here. That
Okay,
with
please.
outreach and stuff, and helping introduce the game of rugby to people in more or less fortunate areas and stuff. So you do a lot of outreach with this program. Tell us about it.
Well, the school program is one thing because it's the students that I teach.
Right.
A lot of them, they live either in the area or Navantil, one or two maybe from outside of the area. But I think the real, the step, I don't know what you want to call this, but when I realized that, no, let me be very honest. Only when I started the second phase of this, which is through the scholarship I did, only when I did that is when I realized I had already did something in Southeast, if that made any sense.
Yes.
Because I was like, I want to go into all girl primary schools in the area. Nobody's really going. Because the thing is, the principals confirmed it. They were like, nobody's coming to these schools. Nobody's renting these girls. They just, And to be able to come into the school and they were like, Miss Fleming, please stay. Like, let's make this a program in the school. The girls need this. They want to come. The girls, like, when in one of these schools, when they see me, they just come downstairs and it's like 30, 40 girls looking at me. Amazing. Like, they're just ready. Like, Miss, we're going to play rugby today. Hi, Miss. And they come and they're hugging you.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's because there's nobody else going into the school and doing stuff like that with them, But I didn't realize that I had already done it with my school because it's... I don't know how to explain. It's... People, how to explain it?
Take your time.
There are so many other sports that they can play.
Yes.
And I truly don't feel like a lot of the other athletes get the experience that the players who are with me get, because it's way beyond just trying to get you into a sport and see if you get a scholarship.
Right.
It's, you have a community now.
Yes.
And the rugby community is so small but very intimate. We all know each other. And now you're a part of this community and you build yourself as a person within this community of support. And so you have the small support of Seapost Ruggers, which is very powerful because we all kind of together and we know each other and we're rooting for each other. And then you have the bigger rugby community. And having done that, I was like, these girls need to be a part of this. They need to experience this. Like, there's no two ways about it. I don't want to go anywhere else. Do some east, do some south, do some nowhere. I want to be here. I want to do it here. I will deal with the stress. I will deal with frustration. I will deal with the lack of fun.
Yes.
I will deal with all of it. I will deal with all of it.
With your chest,
but the lack of funding,
that's
right? But
oh my god.
But they need it. It just needs to be done.
Yeah.
Like there's no. It just needs to be done. Like, I don't have anything. It just needs to be done.
We love the work that you're doing. When Kemba told me about you, I was like, yeah, we need to have her on the show.
Yeah.
She knocked out
outreach
one of my
is important.
Because I wanted to know.
Outreach is definitely important. And like you said, they could be doing any sport. But now I'm actually thinking I have to go read up now on rugby, because it's one of those things that you never, it's like volleyball for me. I don't really think about volleyball, but you speak about it with such passion.
Right.
I'm now... I'm interested.
It's an amazing sport.
I'm engaged.
Yeah. It's an amazing sport, an amazing community. It changes lives.
I mean, I want to feel powerful too.
You will.
So
listen to me. When you get a ball and the first time you hit somebody in the chest, a little palm off, and you see them stumble back, so you say,
strong.
That made it.
Chris, strong.
She had
we'll let you know when. We'd let you know. We'd let you
going
know
on
when they practice.
That might be a fantastic outlet for me.
We'll let you know.
Let me do it now. Let's just have a session with her team, and we record it. We document it.
We try it. Yes.
Yeah. And let it be a thing.
It's amazing.
And I'm allowed to ram myself into other people.
If you want to get past them and they're in front of you and there's no space, you can just literally tuck that. You can tuck that ball. You can tuck that ball.
In the other room, she's like, yes.
You can tuck that ball and go through.
Right.
So we literally have a slogan in rugby that says, "Try and stop us."
Ooh, okay.
I
Women's
think
rugby, try and stop us.
Something I might,
yeah.
You know, this last 3 years of this pandemic whole situation that forced us to start looking at different things and different ways to
new things,
like make money or just explore different things. I have this new mindset where I just want to try everything. I mean, this is how Island Girl Talk was born.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
IGT, Island Girls do rugby. Island Girls do the... it's writing it down.
Just now. What I want to find out from Simpy is, right? Because according to what you would have told us, you had an injury, right? Which is how you transitioned over into coaching. What caused you, made you think in your brain, after being injured, by this sport, that you wanted to stick it out and find another avenue, but staying in the sport?
Who tell you? I guess I'm still playing.
Yeah.
That injury was temporary. Of course I went back. Of course I went back.
That was the catalyst.
That was with the coaching, but once my hand healed, I was like, I'm ready to play. Coach from back on the field.
I mean,
and then I got another injury, and I was like, that's all right. I go back again. I don't know. I don't think I'm the only person. I can't think. I mean, it has to be really devastating. The injury has to be really devastating for you to say, nah, boy, I'm done with rugby. Like. You just never stop.
I really want to try this.
You just really, and I think it's because of how you feel when you're on that field. It is incredible. Like you cannot explain it to anyone. Only people who play rugby understand.
She had me at when you hit somebody.
You can do a little palm off.
You see them stumble back, and you're like, "Hey, I did that. Okay,
I did that.
Okay, mama."
Listen, girl, I'm so proud of you. But in the chat, I just want to jump in because Shari John, not to skip over the other one that's there, just let me. Hey, Davia, tuning in from Canada.
Hi, Davia.
All the best.
Big up Canada in the house.
Yes.
We hope you're all breathing easy with that smog.
That's true. She says, as a first-time mother who was indeed without the epidural, it took everything out of me not to give up. Big up you. You did it.
Yes,
you did it. But this comment comes back into our spotlight segment. It's not that they love the rugby. It's definitely Chazelle. And it's true. That's why, like, y'all, I really might just... You see me wiping my eyes, not my allergies. It's my eyes are sweating, and it's because to know that you are helping people, children, really, boys and girls, but especially girls, from otherwise disadvantaged areas. The sport, your why, and you mentioned, you're not in it just to get them scholarships. Right. You're in it to
empowerment, belonging.
Thanks, Alex, because the way
flow camp.
And when I think of what a real coach is, the coach is not someone who's there for the tournament,
right?
They're there.
The lights and the glitz.
Those are the girls that will call you when they're in a jam, and you will go running. And I am literally I can't right now. So thank you for that. But I know you're humble, and I know you're shy, and I know that you're coy, and you spoke about the second certification that you did. Tell us about that scholarship, now,
okay. Wow. Flip the ras. So during the pandemic, during the lockdown, I did every possible course that TTOC put up. I was like, yes.
TTOC is who?
The Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee. So they would send out emails, or somebody would say, hey, just sign up, yes. And I was just literally just doing courses. And one of the courses was the CCCP, which is the Caribbean coaching course. And so that one I really enjoyed. It was very interactive, and we had a workbook to finish. And I sent in my workbook, taking your time because I wanted to be good, doing little diagrams and thing, having a good time. No, because I'm like, this coaching thing is amazing, transferable skills, hello, right? So after that, like I submitted it, UK did well, we passed, and then I got an email saying, hey, there's this, now I thought it was another online course. Hey, there is this course, would you like to send in your application, etc., etc. So I said, well, yeah, sure, no problem. Usual, because everything I say yes to. And then throughout the application, I realized, but wait, this thing little detail, like why they ask me about proposal, why they ask me about a project, I said, well, okay, if I had to do something, this is what I would do. And I sent in my stuff. Anyways, they said, I got back an email a few weeks later. Yes, you've been accepted. And I found out that, during that time I researched, and it was something called the International Coaching Enrichment Certificate Program, which is a program where the University of Delaware, along with the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee, as well as Olympic Solidarity, they pick one coach from each country for Olympic sports, and they bring them together to do a coaching course. And there's theoretical stuff that you learn, and then you do in a 3-week in-person kind of apprenticeship, and then you have to do a project, and you have to implement that project. And from there, if you do well, if you do all your course, you do all your work, and then you do your project, then you graduate. And that is where the coaching girls in the primary schools came in, because I was like, if you had to ask me any application, like if you had to ask me to do something, this is what I'd do. Right. I would go and I would introduce rugby to these young people, very, very young ages. And I won't go where I know people are going to pay all this money and it'll be easy to get them because their parents. No, I'm going to go where I know people just looking for something nice to do.
So that was in your proposal?
Yeah, retention rates. Yeah, I'm about the retention rates. I'm about targeting the younger persons, and I'm about going where the athletes are overlooked. That's what I want to go. That's where I want to go. It's about creating access. I mean,
amazing.
That's what you want to do in areas where people say, nah, boy, that have real crime and thing there. Yeah, well, we create some access now. Let's create some pathways so they could look.
I love that
beyond, somewhere else.
Indeed,
and so
yes,
how that scholarship, how that project turn out now?
Asking like you're doing
like, right?
Because it's a humble brag, y'all. This powerhouse of a woman.
Well, I graduated. I graduated with honors.
Congrats.
And then I found out that I got one of the highest grades in the class. Wow. Listen, when I see that, I was like, why this thing looking so high? And my tutor messaged me and he was like, because I was nervous, girl, when I had to do my presentation, because you have to do your presentation, right?
Right.
And I was waiting for them to tell me, all right, you do good, but
you traveled for that one. That was what you traveled for the other day.
No, that was the actual graduation ceremony. Okay. So once they give you the okay, you go to Switzerland and you go to the Olympic, the International Olympic Committee there, the headquarters, and you do your presentation again to your cohort, and oh my god, and then you you see a bit of Switzerland, you get your certificate, and it was I didn't see all this coming,
right?
Yes,
but. It was because my head was buried so deep in what I was already doing. I was like,
Indeed.
Oh,
wow.
so well done.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, we just want to, before we wrap things, we want to give you a chance to just talk to the camera and, do some outreach even here. Like, somebody might be watching this and be like, like myself, let me try out this rugby.
I wonder what it's
what I mean?
about.
A girl needs to get fit and I don't like the gym. So that might be a nice way for me to, you know what I'm saying? Tell the people, reach out.
What do you want to say about rugby?
I guess, where can we find you? So if we want to find out more, we want to maybe see if we could find you to learn how to do this thing. Where can we find you on social media?
Okay, so on social media, you can find my team, Seapost Ruggers. It's literally that, SEPOSRUGGERS. If you want to find me, I'm Simpy Shez. Well, yeah, that's my name.
You're going to tag you, girl. You spell it for them?
SIMPIE. Shez, SCHEZ. Right. But honestly, you can also go on the TTRU's website, Trinidad and Tobago Rugby Union's website, and there is a list of clubs. So even if you're not from the Port of Spain area, we do have clubs in different parts of the country. There are clubs in the east, there are clubs down south. There are plenty of clubs in Port of Spain. There's even a club in Tobago. So if you really want to find out how you can get into rugby, you can always message TTRU, and they will guide you to which club you want to go. But if you have a child that you want to get into a sport that is extremely empowering, then you can definitely contact me. Boy or girl, doesn't matter the age. I'll take care of them.
Fantastic. Okay. I want to say Simpy, but I need to say Chazelle Fleming, everyone. Right? It's lovely having you here, but
thank you.
It's not over yet. We still have more interview in the form of Sip and Spill, so keep it locked right here to Island Girls Talk right here on our radio.fm. We will be right back.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
All you remember when it says Choppy came out on stage and then he dropped the literal best drill version of Captain.
Hey, Choppy.
My girl is sweet like pineapple, is sweet like thunder.
All you remember when what's your name from all the show? Allison. Is Allison?
Yes.
All you remember when I wind up on Allison?
So the vibe will be from the Jamettes crew basically. That's support crew. The flag woman.
Seeing the response from the crowd, because normally you play rock and everybody be like, what is that? But the response from the crowd was amazing.
Bring Coot.
Yeah. I swear living a pretending.
Memories don't live like people do, they say, but I assure me and my TTNL crew, we don't have much memories from last year. My phone had a lot of pictures, some of them were of me.
All you remember when Jamettes take the stage, boy? I personally just look at this team like the chemistry just unbelievable with these 3 women, boy.
Just being on stage with Nyla Blackman and Michael Teja, they had this special dance.
Only thing free $3.99. I'll be there.
You're going to get sweaty, so draw on your eyebrows so that when you reach the event, you get sweaty and wind up yourself and rub it to hell off.
Saturday, June 17th at Soundforge, O.U.R Radio's 2nd year anniversary party. And this time we're doing it bigger.
You're gonna get a mix of everything, so get listed right now. It's free if you're listed.
Right now I just want this. 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 I want this. I'm winding away, feeling so nice, so nice, so nice. So dripping on me, but it's alright, alright, alright. And I feel like I just win $1 million. Everybody watching me, wearing $1 million. You wanna talk? Talk about it. 'Cause when I wine you go, talk about that. When I get in on you go, talk about it. Call your friends and then talk about that. Jumps up they go, talk about it. Up down they done, talk about that. You, I don't care what you say, 'cause right now I just want less, and I don't really care less. The girlfriend she go get vexed, the family go send text, but I don't care how what less. They say I'm moving breathless, but I don't really care less. They say I'm moving fearless. Tell them call me name. I gon' take the blame. Tell them call me name. Oh, I gon' take the blame. Yeah. Right now I just want this. Right now I just watch me now. Right now I just check me now. Right now I just hear me now. Right now I just watch me now. Right now I just check me now. Right now I just want this. I want this. I'm waving away, feeling so light, so light, so light. Sun beating on me, but it's alright, alright, alright. 'Cause I feel like if I just spend $1 million, jumping up and down the street, wearing Caribbean colors. They wanna talk about it. And when I wind they go, talk about that. When I rough it up they go, talk about it. One step know I just want this, and I don't really care less. My girlfriend, she go get this. Me family go send this, but I don't care what this. They say I'm moving reckless, but I don't really care less. This year I'm moving careless.
We're back with more show. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I am Lex.
And I'm Campbell Joe.
And we have the lovely Chazelle Fleming in the house.
Hello,
otherwise
hi.
known as Simpy.
Hi. Hello, hi.
Guys, you missed a lovely interview with Simpy, but you know, Simpy, we ain't done with you.
So I hear.
We ain't done.
No, we ain't
it's time to put Simpy in the hot box. All right? And what does that mean? Well, it's time for Sip and Spill. Cheers!
It's not gulp and spill, right? So,
Sip and Spill, boy. Where we sip.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And we spill.
I was high and I was.
What do we spill?
You're exhaling.
We spilling everything.
You guys will find out.
Uh-huh.
But of course, Sip and Spill, this segment is sponsored by Caribe Tropical Hard Cider. And you guys know I like to wild out with my little script and thing.
Give it away. Take it away.
I'm going to do just that, Kimber. You up next,
Okay.
And I want the crazy voice too.
Oh gosh.
Caribe Hard Cider. New flavors. New taste experience. Grab a 6-pack or case of Caribe cocktail-inspired mimosa with a 6.9% alcohol. Caribe Brute for crisp refreshment, or Caribe Rose for strawberry-flavored indulgence. Available at supermarkets nationwide. Drink responsibly, everyone. Caribe Tropical Hard Cider. It can't go wrong.
I like that.
All right, take a sip there.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we commence. Right? All right, Simpy.
So what I was following,
Ready
I missed the
yourself.
whole comments, but I'm
Right.
okay. Starting still.
Ready yourself, Simpy.
Yes.
All right, who wants to go first?
Let's take it away now.
All right.
Let's have some good ones, you know.
Let's have some things.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
So my question to us today is, which part of your body do you love/hate? So you want one of each, please.
Oh wow.
Please.
Thanks.
Is he manners?
Yes.
For that camera on her, she's thinking.
Oh, I going first? Oh gosh.
Yeah, you sip and spill it for you, baby.
You sip, you just sip.
What It has to be like you gotta see it.
Yeah. Or if anything you want, yes. No. You have to sip before you spill.
Yeah.
Is it anything?
Yeah, anything you want, yes.
The part of what I love
and hate.
Also, I have to love and hate the same part?
No.
Oh, I thought it was like it.
And one that you hate.
Okay. I got you. If I'm talking physically, I love my lips.
Ooh.
Yes.
We can see why.
Lips. Yes.
I didn't love them for a very long time, actually. But I do love them now.
Yeah.
And a part of body that I hate probably would be my nose hairs.
I was not expecting that.
I don't think anyone has ever said that before.
It was the conviction with
Yes, my nose hairs. It's definitely my nose hairs. Yeah.
But beware the nose hairs. We not seen a
Girl, let me tell you, you not seeing it the other day. I was looking, feeling cute in the car, right? And I pull down the mirror to check my face and see the black fuzz by my nose. I said, what's this? When I look, is my nose hairs poking out to say hello, but nobody asked you to do that? So I don't know now if when people talking to me, they're watching me like, hey, she have nice lips, or they say, no, that's nose hairs. So I should go and trim them nose hairs. Them real long, boy. You can't be getting on so.
You need 2 clippers for that, right?
Well, you see, I didn't realize the situation was that bad. And the thing is, like, as try and clip them and thing now, but like they real unruly. There's really jump out.
Feel them like tickling your nose.
Yes.
For real.
Yes.
Well, you know, I'm gonna examine my nose hairs now.
Nose hairs are a thing.
Problem.
I know I'm not alone out there. I know that people out there will be like, yeah, girl, my nose hairs is going too. I know that people out there. Don't lie.
They will relate. Somebody will relate.
I can't.
Take me out. Okay.
I want no. I want us the same question. That's a good question.
All right.
Everybody.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Love the most about myself.
About your body.
About my body.
Which part of your body?
I just stand up.
No, don't stand up.
Don't stand up. So it's that, but I also say my smile. That's a part of my body.
Yes.
I really do love my smile.
Beautiful smile. I gotta say.
Agreed.
Thanks. Thanks.
Oh.
Thanks. And the thing that I hate the most, God, this is TMI. I never got into the fad of like complete hair removal, but you know, my arms, they're mixed.
You don't like her hairy arms?
I don't.
That's one of the first things I noticed about you. It's like she has hairy arms like me.
I hate it.
I shave them if I have to go to like
right, and that's the thing. The whole hair removal process is just too tedious. So it's just one of those things that I've learned to live with.
I have an alternative for you.
What's that?
You don't have to get rid of it. Just buy one of those hair bleaching creams.
Yeah.
The bleaching.
And you don't see it and it looks nice and golden.
I guess. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's don't like
I
saying
have a
that.
hairy friend from Portugal. No, she's beautiful girl, but very hairy arms. Like I thought I was hairy, but she is like 3 times.
Okay.
And she bleaches it and it's like nothing.
Okay.
I've heard about it before. It's a tedious process, and the reason I guess some people wax them religiously. I go through that.
I actually like my hairy arm, but I would shave it if I have to go to like a formal event.
I don't like them at all.
Oh,
guys, sorry. I just saw that my son messaged and said my mother is on. Hi, Bob.
Hi,
He's been waiting.
We love it.
She did. She said my mother is on.
Yeah, he's using my account.
It's a good thing off school tomorrow, don't it? Because I know it's past bedtime. But
that's in his glee.
We'll have to get a play date going, okay? Yeah, for sure. All right.
What about you, Lex?
I would say the part that I love the most is my face.
And
it's just because
we love it too.
It's just because I appreciate all of my features. Some very, African-esque with my cheekbones, and then, my nose is little. I like
you are the African.
I do like my nose. And then I do have a little Asian blood in me, so I like the shape of my eyes. I do appreciate that. So it just shows like, all of my bloodline. So I embrace it.
She nice. I like
and the part that I despise.
Despise. Wow.
I'm sure the ladies can relate. My stomach. Oh my God.
I can relate.
I thought she was going to say no, says too.
No.
You came out of left field.
But definitely the belly. Oh gosh.
Girl,
give
I'ma
me
hook you up with
ease.
the
Give
spanks.
me a ease. Oh God, but when these
Don't
spanks
even
come off,
sweat
it's
it.
still there. I need it to go away.
And you, mom.
Guys in the chat room, do you guys have a favorite and worst body part? We'd love to know. We want to hear from you as well.
Okay, but what's yours?
I do love my nose. That's what I was gonna say. And it's my favorite feature.
Yes,
I love my nose.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of fancy my eyes too, but no scene. I love my nose the most. And what I don't like is my very fat, creasy neck that I've had since a baby.
Oh,
you guys
Lord.
hear me complain about it all the time.
Yes, we do.
Guys, this is not wrinkles. This is a creasy neck. Here, my father. It's special, like a dimple. Dimple nothing. Right? I looking through
That is
pictures and
Danny
I'm like, but wait, I have this neck since I am a baby.
Exactly.
The same,
It's
this
a part
one,
of
this,
you.
it never changed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I just don't know what she's
One
to.
fat
I
neck.
try to empathize and be like, yes, I see. I don't see it. I just
No,
don't.
we not. Yeah.
I see it.
But I
But
understand.
you do see it, and,
I understand.
that
yes.
makes sense
Yes.
because you know other people may not notice
Correct.
my arms, and I'm like, oh my god,
Just like Simpy nose hairs.
Exactly.
We're too distracted by everything else that is
Exactly.
gorgeous. Look at that cocoa butter.
I love that question, Lex. Good one.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah. Can I go?
Of
Yes.
course.
That's right. Oh, God.
No. Okay, what is something that you like? I think, did we ask this before?
I don't know. Ask
What
it.
is something that you like that you would never, well, it kind of defeats the process, but what is something that you like that you would be ashamed to admit to?
We didn't. We asked a version of it.
We
didn't
asked
ask
a
this
version
one.
of it.
Yes, so something that you like, but you're ashamed that you like
You're
it.
ashamed that you like it. It could be anything.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
It could be a food. It could, you know what I mean? It could be, yeah.
I could go first because
Yeah.
as soon as you said it, a song popped into my head, and I'm not ashamed at all. Backstreet Back.
Oh my God.
I was a BSB fan, so yes.
Don't forget. Oh, song number 3.
Yeah, no, I am a huge Backstreet Boys fan, and I thought that when I hit puberty, I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm so done, I'm finished.
Oh my God.
And then they came out with Black and Blue. I was in a mess.
Oh my God. I swear.
The first thing that came to mind. No filter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Lex.
No, I need some time.
Actually,
I don't have an answer.
we
yet.
should have asked
It's true.
Simpy first.
She was thinking, and I
Yeah,
heard the
because
song in my
I
head.
don't
I
think there's
apologize.
anything I'm ashamed of that I like. I like what I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the weirdest thing that you like?
The weirdest thing that I like. Yeah, that come back to me. You know, I really like. I'm drawing blanks.
Where's this?
I try and think of food.
I have
feel
to
like
work
I
on
have
being
one.
too honest on this show because my answer, no, I can't. Even for
Why?
sip and spell the girl. He's not.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
While we wait for Simpy, why don't you go?
Okay, I think because I'm a creature of habit, like I tend to do the same things all the time. Things that I like, I do it. I would over and over. So I have a show that I like. I am watching it over and over.
Okay.
So you gorge on the things that you like.
Correct. If I like a
I
certain
see.
type of music, I stuck in the 90s. I not moving from there.
Hello.
I
The
understand.
playlist
Closing
is on 90s.
time.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginnings. Yeah.
Come on.
I know who I want to take me home.
Well, that is it.
Hey.
We start
Olivia,
the train
don't
and we
start
can't
with the
come off.
90s
Oh,
music.
God.
Listen,
It's how you knew exactly what to sing to.
However, and let me specify.
Specify.
I am probably the only hip hop head on this table.
Yeah,
That's not true.
you probably are.
That's not true.
Yes.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No.
You're joining me.
Correct.
All right, fine, fair enough.
Once you know.
There are
But-
some that I like, but I'm not a hip hop fan.
No.
Everything. Listen to everything.
All into the hip hop. Yes.
Yeah, Simpy.
I think I have it.
Okay.
I enjoy watching people feel uncomfortable.
Oh, God,
That's a
I
good
think
one.
you're so brave for admitting that.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
seeing how they react and how they be like. I enjoy watching it.
It also tells you a lot, like about whether or not they're telling the truth or that kind of thing.
Yeah, like it's just like
I go in and look for the
So
psychopath.
something that you
the psychopath questions. Hold on.
Yes, the psychopath. Let's ask her some of that. So something that you like, but you're afraid to admit outwardly.
Well, you're
that you
saying
like.
weird.
Yeah,
So,
no, we did,
like,
we did.
you know,
No,
like,
we-
so
it's
if a conversation is happening and, like, it's happening and somebody, like, you just kind of, you observe people and you see when people are getting uncomfortable and how they can, and like, oh, okay, let's see what's
Yes.
happening here. And then you might see if they're trying to change the story, or if they lie, what little quirks they do, if they play with their hair, or if they look away, if they, like, and I just love seeing them get uncomfortable and, like, how are they going to get out of this? Are they going to get out of this? Oh, man, what's going to happen next, you know?
I like that. I like that.
Unable to can as of right now. Hold on, no, I'm going into are you a psychopath? I'm gonna find the questions. I'm gonna find them.
Okay, so I'll go.
Yeah. Like,
Go ahead. So this is pretty recent. Someone put me on, and I thought it was crazy. I thought it was ridiculous. But I'm also into, using the resources that God put here for us. The sun is a source of life. It is the source of life here for us. And they told me, this is gonna sound so weird, and I know because when they told me, I was like, bro, you cray, But I tried it, and I was like, oh my gosh. Now I tried it in privacy because it's not something you can just do out in public.
To my mind right now.
yeah, but
I'll explain. So they told me, I read it up and I saw some people agreeing to it or whatever. But apparently when you lay in the sun naked, right?
Okay.
But not just that, you expose your nether regions.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, you sun your cooch?
Yes. Apparently it does wonders for your body. Like how grounding does wonders.
Hold up.
Sign me up.
How?
Sign
You're
you
doing
up,
this
right?
not in public.
Sign me up.
Well, there are places that I can go to, private places,
A private beach.
something like that, but no one is around. No one is around to see you, and I can go, have access to go, and I tried it. Listen, it changed me.
Wow.
So what does it feel
It
like?
changed me.
What
The
happened?
feeling
What
is
is
the
the
heat of the sun, and you're not going when like midday sun, and midday
No,
sun is not good to
not
do
blazing
anything.
sun, right,
But like it was morning sun. That nice morning sun where it's
10
not
o'clock.
too hot, 10
Yeah.
o'clock
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
And,
Not the other one agreeing.
That's my favorite time of day.
Spread a
No, no.
blanket.
Go ahead, that's fine.
I didn't spread a blanket because I'm all about grounding and connecting to the other, like the magnetic field of the earth. It does. You all read up on this. It does wonders for
No,
the
it's
body,
fine.
right? And I laid on the grass and I did it. I was like, remember that thing? I talked to myself. Remember that thing Steph told you about? Try it. And I did it. I exposed my nether regions to the sun, direct sunlight. And I was like, this is so weird, but it feels awesome. And I felt like my whole body was rejuvenated. And I was like, who comes up with these things?
My mind is pretty blown.
But then, all these ancient remedies and stuff that we think we're so advanced, but you try these ancient things and you realize there's a lot we don't know.
Yep.
We don't know a lot about ourselves.
I'm gonna do it.
You know,
I'm all in touch with being in touch with my bodies.
Yep. I have to say, let me end it with this because I don't want people to become too raunchy in their thinking when this is concerned. But let me tell you something. We have an awesome God.
Yes.
I'm telling y'all. People say that they need proof that God exists. I'm telling you, look around.
Open your eyes.
Everything is here literally for us, for the betterment of us. The food we eat, food that looks like our organs, that help the organs. They look come on, I'm just saying, I don't want to get too passionate about this, but
try it, you go like it.
Listen to me.
That's what she's saying right there.
Right? So your team, what do you call it?
Sonia Cooch.
Your team, Sonia Cooch.
June is Sonia Cooch.
Guys who are looking and listening to this now, try it if ever you get the chance to do it. Of course, never in public. Don't embarrass yourself.
We don't have
but
beaches, so
I tried this. It sounded crazy to me. But I tried it and I was like, my word.
Something
Whenever I get a chance to do it, it's never going to be often because when are you going to
get a chance to do that?
Without being spotted.
Yeah, of course.
But if ever I get a chance to do it again, I will. And that's it.
Okay, so I don't have a psychopathic question, but I do have it's a kind of an interesting one. What is the most flirtatious thing that you have ever done? I guess to like attract the attention of someone.
I can show you. Simpy girl, sip and spiller.
Yes, show me.
This is a steamy sip and spill boy. No, but let Simpy do it first.
I can flirt.
I didn't ask that to say what's the most flirtatious thing that you've done that you could, I guess, think about.
Let me sip it.
Flirty. Yeah, miss. Gulp.
Sip it, Sims.
I'm right there with your sis. Oh
The
my
most
gosh.
flirtatious thing.
My gosh.
Oh, Simpy, you need some practice.
I don't know if I'm flirting.
Okay,
right.
So
I will admit in my old age that I kind of forgot how to flirt.
Yeah,
but there's something that I do that is foolproof. You must have something like that.
So I guess
smile.
Yes.
That could be flirtatious.
Show the camera now. Show the camera. You see the smile? No, that would definitely work.
Good. Hey, I need a refresher.
Think back to like the I don't know. It's just when would you have been? Hello, you there? I like your face.
Hello, you there.
What? Whether you said hello there, hello, you there, I like your face, or whether it was just something that you may have done, some action that you had.
Y'all, I spend too much time around children and in Savannah to like be able to dive into this question. I'm trying. Can somebody else go and I'll flash back.
I got super excited because you said what you said and I was like, okay, I want to see.
I'm waiting.
This is just based on what I've been told, but it's something, you always do something naturally. It's you. It's inherently you until someone points it out. It's like, do I do that?
Right.
So apparently it's all in the eyes.
Yes.
Like, so I'm not big on flirting. I could get awkward, that kind of thing. As an introvert, yes, doing this, being around people that I know I'm comfy with, I can talk for hours.
Right.
But out in public, you cannot get me to just be me in a group of strangers. I will just be like, mute.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I do see someone that I like really feel a connection to, just off the bat, apparently I do this thing with my eyes where I'm just like, wait for it.
I am
Wait
dead.
for it. Let me get a good angle.
Take notice of me.
Are they watching?
How are you watching?
Hey.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Right? You feel
That's
that?
what she does.
Ooh.
It's the
You
smolder.
felt it, right? Simply?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
guess so much.
Come and do this again. Come and do it
Hey,
again.
hi. I single, relax yourself.
Don't play with me.
It's the smolder.
Apparently that's
It's the smolder.
Because
It's the
everyone's
smolder.
like, your eyes, like the minute you looked at me, I was gone. That's what I get. And I was like,
gotten that
okay,
too,
okay,
huh?
all right.
I've gotten that.
Let me practice. You guys,
I've
you
gotten
do
that.
it
I
right now.
could.
Come on, Kems. Let's see it, Kems.
The smolder.
Do it for the camera. Do it for the gram.
Don't watch me though. Yeah.
Why?
She jumped. You see she jumped when I did it.
No, but there really is that. So I mean, I always used to think it was foolishness. So it's something in the shoulder, and it's the look down, and then that is.
I will practice.
You gotta get it down a little bit.
Yeah,
I will practice.
And you say nothing. You let your eyes do all of the talking.
Yeah, let's do it again now. Watch the camera this time.
Oh, you want to
One,
do it inside?
after three.
Oh,
One,
look at
two,
Buckingham here.
three. Hey, camera, get my hey.
I think I insult people when I flirting. Like I think I'm one of those persons. I will make like a real cheeky, sarcastic comment that might probably make them laugh, and that's my way to flirt.
Oh, yeah,
that's
nice.
I would use humor.
No.
The most flirtatious thing you've
Oh
done.
no, she's really
Insult them. Hurt their feelings. Most flirtatious thing.
I am literally mute. Like you're laughing. Like Kemba, tell me if that don't match my personality or not.
It's true.
I ain't saying nothing. Like I'm not saying nothing.
They just had to figure it out.
Right.
You know,
But
I
in
don't feel
that-
that's fair.
In that though, it does draw them in because the mystery.
She's playing hard
Yes.
to get.
So
All right.
yeah.
She's really panicking on
I
the
can dig
inside.
it.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
she's doing.
yeah.
No, I think for me, it's the most flirtatious thing I've ever done that I am cognizant and aware of. So I really need to put a disclaimer out there, right? It's only now I come into all of this.
Oh yes. Testify.
It's only now, right? So I wouldn't know what I would do then, but I'm very aware now, and I pay attention now. And it's I guess I'm very direct. So couple that smoldering look, I suppose, with you there. You.
Oh, well,
a little chin,
right.
a little smile.
I'm watching you.
Add that.
Right, it's that entire. I
So
feel
it's a little
like
flick of the chin, like-
it's the chin.
Yeah,
It's the chin, right?
All right.
I actually
That's a good
have
note.
said to a handful of people in Courage, Liquid Courage, I literally have said to someone, "You there? I like your face."
Ooh,
With the, it's like the whole combo. Hey, you there? I like your face.
and then their brain does this,
Correct is right.
and it's like they
And
just
then and
picture
she
them just
coming
being
with
drawn
she coming
in.
with the voice too, right?
That's
Yes.
well, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, come on, right? You
All
there
right,
like your face,
Kems.
and I mean, after that, the brain doesn't calculate. What if they speak back to me?
That's where everything stops.
After that, I had to coach myself. I was like, okay, what if they talk to you now? What do you do? We have to be cool. Just okay. Your existence is nice, and then what? And yeah. So.
Okay,
I feel like
This
I
is
have so much work
interesting.
to do. Oh my God.
Make the notes. Make the notes.
I'm making them.
We're gonna
Make the
give you a
notes.
blind this time because we're running out. Let's just do one more round. A sip and spill. Yeah, Simpy.
Yes,
No
I'll try.
backing out
Yes,
this time,
okay.
huh?
I'll go get
Anybody has anything?
I have one.
Go ahead.
Yes.
What is more important in a relationship? You time or us time?
it. Me time.
Oh,
Amen, sister.
She answered quick this time.
Me
Molly.
If you want a really awesome us, make sure I get enough of me.
Amen, sister.
Simpy.
Cheers. Yeah,
Let
for
me
sure.
share this.
I love that.
For
Cheers.
sure, for sure.
Yes,
That's
yes.
I relate. I won't have it any other way. I like how you said that. In order for us to have a good time, I need a lot of me time.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I want to ask one of those psycho weird crazy
Sure,
questions.
because I couldn't find. I don't think I have it in me to be on that wavelength. I
Really?
struggled to find. I was like, I can't keep scrolling because what's really this?
Oh my goodness.
While you're doing that, I'll just jump in the chat real quick. We have Colin who said "whelp." Colin, which one was that you said "whelp" to? I feel like it's the first one.
I think that's with the sun in the
Yeah, there is a sun in front of it.
Sun
Sure.
He did put a sun in front.
Yes. Colin, I hope you try it.
Sanya Booch, Colin. Sanya Booch.
You'll never
Not
look
his
back.
cooch, his booch.
But I see me getting some big up. Somebody calling us sexy in this. What was this?
Who are you?
Read out that name for me, Kemba.
Sibu Siso Jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sibu
all right.
Siso, that sounds Africa.
All right, all right, Sibu Sisu, big up
All
you.
right.
And then we also have Arum Gold. Am I late? Respect all the mothers. So Arum, you may have missed the actual live of the topics that we cover, but don't worry about it. Go right back to this
Always
link
go
and you're
back.
going to get everything.
Yes.
But you are just in time for the final question of our Sip and Spill segment.
Oh, we can't end on this one.
No. Okay.
No, Panda, we need to end on a
Gotcha.
happy one.
On a happy one, all right.
Because this one is from the psychotic section.
Jesus.
All right. Lord, this is weird. So
Is
if
you
you
acting
were,
it?
I know that if you were trapped on an island, would you rather resort to cannibalism or starvation?
Oh my God.
Not eating you.
Yeah.
You're eating.
Yeah, why gonna stop for?
Gosh.
Why would I stop?
Goodness.
No.
Survival at all costs.
I might try a little
but how
plant or
would it
something
happen?
to.
Would you kill me and eat me, or would you wait for me to die of natural causes and be like,
I'd
like
help
Colin,
you
well,
die. I'd help you die of natural causes.
Well,
I'll lure you into your naturally caused death,
Oh,
and then
you
I
actually
will.
caused that.
I'll give
I
you a
will.
smoldering look and it will be over.
I would be like, oh my gosh, I really need your help with this. Oh, coconut just fell.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Are you concussed?
Chances
Are you concussed? Oh dear.
I could never look at any of y'all and want to eat y'all, not even a stranger.
So I
would
think-
most likely starve to death.
No.
I'm not starving for nobody.
If you were to fall off a cliff, I may sit there for 2 days seriously contemplating what the heck am I doing, but then because of survival
Chris.
needs, I may have to cut a limb and roast it.
How you falling off the cliff though?
Cut whose limb?
my
Your
help?
limb?
No,
Their limb.
The only way I will eat the person is if they accidentally die. If not, we both starving.
Nah, I could do that.
I couldn't bring
Starving Marvin.
So then you're killing the person and you're eating them?
Yes.
I don't know
This
yet.
is why
It
these questions are
It
psychotic.
depends on my level of hungry.
Do I have a child in this situation?
It's just you and somebody else on the island,
Whoever is somebody else. Is it somebody else?
No, I mean, like, I had to get back to my child.
Of course.
But yeah, man, they're dead. Long time. I might even use their bones to make a little raft with some leaf.
You can't even go and make a little animal trap something.
Animal trap? That sounds like I expended energy. You right there and the leaf right there. Let me just come quick.
So then a battle to the death then.
I not dying. You go on. My child eating for me.
Cannibalism or starvation?
Listen. If you know me well, I don't eat wild meat, right?
You don't eat wild meat.
No kind of wild meat at all.
But it's humans.
However, in terms of survival, yes, somebody gets an eaten, yes.
No,
but will you take them down to eat them?
Why she keep asking the same? Yes,
because psychological questions.
I'm going to think of the worst case scenario, and if it is survival of the fittest, I know.
Yes.
Because you see, when you reach to that point of, you know,
I find any poison berry. I find any poison berry.
If the person is bad, if the person is trying to kill me, and then survival of the fittest.
No.
But I can't just watch Kemba and be like, boss, homie, you gotta go ahead because we're hungry. We hungry up in this bitch.
All
I
I can say is, you'll get enough meat.
Especially in that dairy, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Meat for a week. But point is, I can't.
See, Kemba might even survive. Kemba might say, alright, I'll watch me. Just take a little thing. Find the healing plant. Let's patch up the mama, please. Patch it up. Alright.
This is where all rules go out the window.
Just patch it up with some sand.
Hear what? I'm not willfully killing anybody to eat them. I need to have a reason to get the.
Alright, so we are all aware if we ever get stuck on an island with this beautiful young lady, we will survive because she will starve herself to death. So we good.
Because Ollie will make a pact to kill my ass.
We won't have to. We just have to give you enough time. And just hide the water and thing.
But you really don't know me, I will be scouring and scavenging that whole island looking for food.
Hide everything. Hide everything.
Good. Nah, you're full up.
Okay, I know what's going on if I ever stuck in an island.
No, I think
Crystal, run, banish
Simply,
yourself, and
take
go
that,
to the
take
other
the
side.
wings. Simply set up a person and a leaf, and I see one pastel.
Oh no,
that was a good one.
Oh, you see, you just never know what goes on in a person's mind. You see, all your psychos. Right,
I try to not be, you know.
Let's end this on a good note for me. Please, somebody ask a happy question.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What makes you feel accomplished?
Nice one.
Yeah.
Love and respect of children.
Oh, yes. I love that. Cheers
to that, Ola. Cheers to that. It's true. The children are the most innocent out there. Indeed. It is true. Indeed. What makes me feel the most accomplished? Seeing the fruits of my labor.
Indeed.
Whether the labor be it physical or whether it be it metaphorical, it's the seeing that, knowing that I've given time and investment and you see this thing come to fruition. Yeah.
Very similar to what I was going to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't mean to steal it.
It's not the same.
Okay, good.
Lex?
For me, it is being always able to pivot.
Pivot.
No matter what situation you put me in.
Why you going and say pivot now?
Because
I am not.
Friends. Eros.
Not going down.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hear you, girl. Resilience.
Yep.
Pivot.
Put my hands up and surrender. I will be no white flag around my
I don't think I know it.
Dido. I'm in love and always.
The only Dido song I know is My tea's gone cold and wondering why.
Yeah.
That's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Other than that, Dido nothing.
White flag is a good one.
White flag is a good one.
What was the question?
What makes you feel most accomplished? Yeah. When do you feel
similar
most
to Kim's,
accomplished?
but knowing that I completed something that started as a thought in my head.
Oh, I was thinking about that this week too.
Yes. Right? And in a big way too.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
And with that, we're at we here. It's like you just knew it, huh? Guys, this is it for our Sip and Spill segment. We are again. You know, we really had to just bite the bullets and make this a 3-hour show, you know.
Yeah.
Right? But guys, we have more show for you. Coming up is the lovely Kems. Keep it locked right here to Island Girl Talk on our radio.fm.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Remember when Prophet Benjamin come out as a surprise? Nobody didn't know Prophet was coming. His name wasn't on no flyer, nothing. And Clash just decided to bring him.
No, the memories are few, right? Because we had such a great time based on some photo and video evidence.
All I remember when Forbes pulled somebody from the crowd, a guy from the crowd, and started to talk to the man and ask him about his first time and all kind of things.
I have a question for you, right?
And
Only remember when we get an extra special happy birthday from Michael Teja.
Say happy birthday to you.
The second anniversary party interesting to me because what I see from where it was held to now is a bigger space. Everything that means that O.U.R growing. I'm looking forward to that.
People who never heard the music and the energy before accepting it so well.
I'm a lot of fun. It's something I never thought would happen is that I was on stage singing with the one Queen Omega. You talk to me?
Already taking $3.99. I'll be there.
You're going to get sweaty, so draw on your eyebrows so that when you reach the event, you get sweaty and wind up yourself and rub it to hell off.
Saturday, June 17th at Soundforge, O.U.R Radio's 2nd year anniversary party. And this time we're doing it bigger.
You're gonna get a mix of everything, so get listed right now. It's free. If you're listed. If you're not listed, you gotta give me $100.
Come on down, bring your crew, let me have a nice time.
Let's put this pen to this paper and make magic happen. Get ready, get set, cause we're about to go with the flow. Just want you to know, this time I'm coming mellow. So let's go to the place where nobody knows where we can escape the pain and all the mistakes we made, yeah. Where we can escape the pain and all the mistakes we made, yeah. We look at the sunrise and when it sets, we party till the moon dies with no regrets. Some people get upset when I sing with my eyes closed, but that's how they know that I'm singing here with my soul. And I got some people here ringing up on my home phone saying you got this, man, just let the words flow. Cause the beauty's in the lyrics. That's why I took my time to write this and recite this and ignite this fire.
Welcome back to Island Girl Talk. It's your Island Girls. I'm Camber Joe.
I'm Lix. I'm Crystal Kane.
And staying with us is the beautiful Simpy. I feel she can practice on there.
Simpy Chazelle
Fleming.
I am Simpy.
So, of course, if you stuck with us all through tonight, you would have known that we touched on amazing things. We had a good cackle and a laugh just now, I have to admit. But now, It's time for Let's Talk Trends.
Now, guys, Lexi here is new. We want to give her a little chance, ease her in.
Yes.
Trending.
Do the honors again now.
Trending. Okay, now it's time for Let's Talk Trends. Of course, we're keeping it short and sweet tonight. Olia, what is trending out here? Well, it is the case of the imposter poster.
What is that song, Ramaksha? You got the hot, hotter than hot, blazing hot, Cuchilla.
Because we had to put the Cuchilla and the roti together, where
that was a real good segue, boy.
one chef, Jason Perdue.
Oh yeah,
is once again in hot water.
Exactly.
The first time. And the subject this time around is a photo of a nice looking. It's a nice
from the year 1880.
It's a nice box of roti. I had a
it looked good.
That paratha was
nice and supple.
It was great. But of course, the bacchanal is that it is alleged, and at this point I say alleged because me and Hannah got close. That Chef Peru took the image that belonged to someone else from Ohio far ago and posted it recently. I think it was for Indian Arrival Day, about his contribution and cooking and chef-free and it was tea-free. And so of course the internet exploded with but how you'll tea fit, first things first, and then second thing second, when he was I don't want to say approached. It was more like but Hannah, what going on here?
Yeah.
He doubled down on his response. What do you think about that?
So wait. So the woman,
yes,
who accused him of stealing her photo, knowing fully well that it was not her photo,
right?
And he then, it was a back and forth, and he insulted her, in a way that he had to eventually apologize, because it went where it shouldn't have gone.
Yes,
but then, as luck would have it, somebody brought out another picture saying, but this picture around since 2011 or before. So it turns out it wasn't even Chef Peru's picture.
It was Thief times 2.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thief squared.
Thief times 2.
But then what is added into it is people saying that you can't tell who telling the truth and who not because of the awesome invention of Photoshop.
Yes.
Correct.
So there is no way to tell.
Yeah. There isn't a way to tell.
Somebody brought out the same picture and it was done in 1880.
Yeah.
Yeah, 143 years ago, whatever the case may be. So
was it a black and white picture or was it a color picture?
Listen.
It's
this
just
point.
I think for me, or for why it's trending, it's not the first time that this particular individual has had such
an infraction.
Correct is right. And
I think Chef Peru is known more for bacchanal than cooking.
Cook some food, oh gosh, Russ, you can't be so hungry all the time. Eat the food, you'll be all right.
The views of Island Girl Talk do not reflect the views.
Because it can't be that you getting rubs with somebody on the internet, Beyonce's good internet, every Monday morning for things that really, they're low on two sides. Like I will say, you know what, if you want to comment or be that person to be a low blow, but as a personality, like I can't think of myself in any space on my Cambridge Talks journey getting into rabs with somebody on a wrong like a circle. That don't make no sense. Someone is saying that the search of the Rotigate, the only reason he apologized, so he did this apology, I just have to read it real quick. It's just even an apology.
Trinidad is not a real place. It's how literally this is what he
says. So everyone, I must say something. Yes, this whole matter with the roti spiraled out of control. I understand that the woman was hurt by my comments, and yes, I was angry when I wrote it, say a therapist, as I deal with so many fake profiles daily who demean all the positivity and hard work I put out on my productions. Many may not know what I endure daily in my DMs with hate messages, sometimes in person and even through phone calls. What angered me is that she brazenly accused me publicly of taking her picture when she was wrong and it was indeed mine. I understand she may have made a mistake and thought it was her picture. Upon seeing her post, I wrote to her a hurtful comment, and this would have obviously affected her feelings. I want to apologize to her for that, and I was in the wrong. I guess we both would have learned lessons here about false accusations, and in my case, letting my temper get the best of me. I shouldn't have done that. So, Miss Nandini, I apologize for my words to you. May you be blessed, and wishing you success upon you and your business. Good night.
All of that for some roti skinner.
But what? All of that because it seems that they reached out to someone that he does brand work for.
Messing with the money.
Correct is right. And that's the only reason that he apologized. But he's done that before.
I think it's intentional. Like, he's one of those,
Is his food actually any?
Publicity.
Is his food actually any good though? I mean, for all of this rabs with somebody, like you say, every Monday morning, is his food actually good?
I don't know.
I would love to know.
I open your restaurant now that we actually see the food.
The views of Kemba Joe does not necessarily reflect the
that
views of Island Girl Talk.
Say it with my whole chest.
Say it with my chest.
But what else is trending, of course, in the world of sport? Simbi, what's trending?
Hi. So,
it's happening. Let's have a convo about it.
Yes.
I didn't mean to put you in the spotlight again like that. Rugby things are happening. In August. What's happening in August? And where is it? Because I feel like
and Tobago, we are hosting the Commonwealth Youth Games this year. And games will be happening both in Trinidad and in Tobago. But rugby will be happening in Tobago from the 8th to the 11th at Shore Park Recreational Grounds. And yes, a few of my players are actually vying for a spot on the national team to represent. It's under 18, obviously, because it's youth.
Right.
And we have teams like Fiji, South Africa, like a lot of, well, there's the Commonwealth, right, coming in to play. So it's going to be really, really amazing.
Lovely. And when in August is this taking place?
The 8th to the 11th.
The 8th to the 11th of August.
Yes.
All right.
Fantastic. You heard it here first.
I had to book my ticket.
Okay.
And of course, keeping it short and sweet. And with that, we wrap all things trans.
Oh, I love that. Kemba Joe.
Kemba Joe. I had to put a little radio voice. Radio voice.
We have to have that as a sound effect. I like it. Kemba Joe.
Kemba Joe.
All of us, but I just like how she says it.
Kemba Joe.
All right, take us out now, Kems.
All right, so we are going to take one final break. We really appreciate you sticking with us all of this time. We've been discussing like all the henna. We had to do a 3-hour show because there's always so much to talk about. But thank you so much for staying with us. And when we come back, we're going to ask the lovely Lex, I like that, to take us through our empowerment minute. So don't go far. We'll be back just after this.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Little African dancer, me love how you dance it. Me say you make me go ginger. Me wanna know what you're asking. You're asking, little African dancer. Me love how you dance it. Me say you make me go ginger. Me want to know what you're asking. You're asking, well let me know. Remember that one time you brought me in a party. You say me not feel go nowhere.
And we're back, guys. We're almost to the end of the show. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Lex.
And I'm Kemba Joe.
And we have the lovely Simpy in the house, a.k.a. Chazelle Fleming. Indeed, guys, like Kemba said, if you are still here, thank you so much for staying with us. We had a fantastic show today. But, you know, we had to wrap things up. But before we do, we just want to reiterate our winners for today. As you know, the second anniversary party, O.U.R Radio's second anniversary party is coming up, and we have some giveaways leading up to the show. So once more, congratulations to Natasha Hinkson and Dana Eve. Natasha Hinkson and Dana Eve, you guys have won a 6-pack of Caribe. Thank you for listening. We look forward to seeing you guys at the show on June 17th. And moving right along, we have our other winners. Kyle O'Neill, big up you. And your wife, Brittany O'Neill. You guys have won a giveaway, a dinner voucher to Decky's at One Woodbrook Place. Yeah, brain fart there, you know. Bring it back. Once more, Kyle O'Neill and Brittany O'Neill, you guys are the winners of a dinner voucher at Decky's at One Woodbrook Place. We look forward to seeing you guys at the party where you will receive your voucher. Right? I'm going to turn it over to the lovely Lex.
Yes, because
do your thing, baby girl.
It is time, people, for
the Empowerment Minute. Woosa. We got to get Simpy in on that, right? All right? One more time there. Yes. One more time, Lexi.
It is time for
the Empowerment Minute. Woosa. Oh, yes.
Yes, looking good there, Simpy.
We are zen.
We zen.
The quote today, it says, "If there are people who care, there is always hope." And that was said by Simon Sinek.
One more time for the people in the back.
If there are people who care, there is always hope. All right?
Love it.
So my take on that, it actually ties into the motherhood and the giving birth and childbirth, etc. If there is one person in your life that you know will be there and care for you, usually it's your mother. And it will always create that beacon of hope for you. She'll always have your back, there to support you as best as she can. She will take her last. Most mothers, it's innate. It's not even something that we learn from anybody. It's just to protect our young. And, it always creates that hope. Yeah?
Yes.
How are we feeling about that?
Too good.
I'm feeling warm and fuzzy.
Yes.
Yes. And with that,
we're up.
Our Empowerment Minute. Listen, corniness galore. Guys, but before we go, let's check out the chat room once more. We have our room goals, respect to all the mothers. He goes on to say, I'm fasting for sure, but there's so much on the earth to survive off of. That's with the cannibal question. He also goes on to say, you can't eat dead human flesh. It needs to be fresh like a horse. How you know, sir? How do you know? Arun, how you know? You tried it before? Joke. But guys, we want to thank you so much for sticking with us. Of course, it's season 2, episode 6 already. My goodness, what is this? Right? As always, it's a pleasure to be here, put on this show for you guys. We hope you love it, appreciate it. And we'll see you next week, Wednesday, of course, at the new time, 6 p.m. right here on ourradio.fm. And be sure to like this live, like it up.
Share it.
Right?
Share it up.
Thank you very much. Once more, congrats, Natasha and O'Neills. The O'Neills. Right? See you next week. Island Girl Talk. Where people.
Women? Who?
Everybody. Where's that commercial I'm thinking of?
Tattoo, where people
people. You know what I mean. You see how we... Listen now. The brain is a hell of a thing, you know.
But no, it is Island Girl Talk. Where women
I forget me. Take it away, Camberjo. Take it away, Camberjo.
It's Island Girl Talk.
Where women are free to simply be. Unapologetically. Keep it classy, guys. Get my own slogan. All you remember when it says Choppy came out on stage, him, class, and everybody ran out on stage. And they started to play Captain, right? So everybody's like, sail away. And then he dropped the literal best drill version of Captain. Hey, Choppy.
My dad is sweet like pineapple, is sweet like thunder. All you remember when what's she name? from all the show. Alison. Is Alison?
Yes.
Oh, I remember when I wind up on Alison.
So the vibe will be from the Jamettes crew basically. That support crew. I think that was amazing. The flag woman, just everybody. Their vibes just are totally uplifting to me.
Seeing the response from the crowd, because normally you play rock and everybody will be like, oh, what is that? But the response from the crowd was amazing.
Bring Sharifa, bring Sharifa, bring Rion Elgon, bring Jazzy Blaze, bring Kuta.
Yeah. I swear living a pretending.
Memories don't live like people do, they say, but I assure me and my TTNL crew, we got much memories from last year. My phone had a lot of pictures, some of them were of me.
Only remember when Jamettes take the stage, boy. I personally just look at this team like the chemistry just unbelievable with these three women, boy.
Just being on stage with Nyla Blackman and Michael Teja, they had this special dance. I didn't know we had that kind of support, and to see the whole place maxed out and the kind of following we had, it really showed me that I was a part of something special.
Remember when Prophet Benjamin come out as a surprise? Nobody didn't know Prophet was coming. His name wasn't on no flyer, nothing. And Clash just decided to bring him. It was, when you see the town, problem.
No, the memories are few, right? Because we had such a great time. I don't know what exactly we recollect except the pieces we put together after the fact, based on some photo and video evidence, some timeline synchronization. The night was great.
All I remember when Forbes pulled somebody from the crowd, a guy from the crowd, and started to talk to the man and ask him about his first time and all kind of things.
I have a question for you, right?
And Forbes is always the people that I don't know why. She had them in uncomfortable positions.
Only remember when we get an extra special happy birthday from Michael Teja.
Say happy birthday to you.
The second anniversary party interesting to me because I see the tidbits that I watched from last year and now as part of the O.U.R family. To be part of the second anniversary now, seeing that from where it was held to now is a bigger space, everything that means that O.U.R growing. I'm looking forward to that.
People who never heard the music and the energy before, accepting it so well. That was a great memory for me.
And a lot of stuff. It's something I never thought would happen is that I was on stage singing with the one Queen Omega. You talk to me? Try, talk to me.
Already think free $3.99. I'll be there.
You're going to get sweaty, so draw on your eyebrows so that when you reach the event, you get sweaty and wind up yourself and rub it to hell off.
Saturday, June 17th at Soundforge, O.U.R Radio's second year anniversary party. And this time we're doing it bigger.
You're gonna get a mix of everything, so get listed right now. It's free. If you're listed. If you're not listed, you gotta give me $100. You understand? And I'm paying that man by the door. I feel like I'm gonna call him both.
Come on down, bring your crew, let we have a nice time.
Guide my steps, oh Lord. Coming on, say the enemy, them a move
I get the money, don't worry, brother, you'll be safe. I sell myself for that.
mama, you'll be safe too. Now get the money, don't worry, you will be safe. Times like this, all of the drink now. Times like this, all on your feet now. Times like this, nah, nah. Hey. Boots lace up, time for the chase out. Mama, what all the clubs so we keep the bag safe, yeah. You know the warrior, we watch man the gate, yeah. Anything move past the vehicle, lick down the med, we no play that. Watch it, one shoes, one socks, we a kill and a split with it always a bill. You dig that? Me and my dad we to chill pon the hill, mama stress with it all, we pay bill. You dig that? We never pray nobody for them thing. We never watch the diamond on the ring. If you come for me and me, I show you the people around. We just come, all on our feet, five food and thumb. If the boy them come and we at the pan drum, you dig? Feels like I've been numb, cause the boy them beat it, decay like steel drum. Cause they beat it again and again and done. 4-5 grain in the head like gun. Lead like rain till a boy lie down. Head back on scene if I'm not back down. Yeah. Times like this, all on the drink now. Times like this, all on your feet now. Times like this, nah, nah. Yeah. Tell the blood of them they go be safe now. I will always keep food on the plate, yeah. Keep we head on, we deal with it straight, yeah. Always be there for ya. All that money don't pay for that. Come from small, it is free, don't pray for that. Not gonna lose, cause the thing not set for that. So we gaze up, got the streets locked. Not on badness, but the youth them not take shot. Look down from the plane, mama watch that. Da. I might be my brother's keeper. Then God, my part of mine preacher. I have been fighting to keep my heart cleaner. Everything in time and on your due Caesar. Hey, holy faith me no weaken. Cause I've been tempting the boy with no reason. No matter how the rough times seem. Everything in time and on the due season. Hey. Times like this, all on the drink now. Times like this, all on your feet now. Times like this, nah. Hey. Times like this, all on the drink now. Times like this, all on your feet now. Times like this, nah.